the Amp Theory Podcast with Peter, Scott, and J-Mac.
In 5, 4, 3, 2.
Damn.
So good.
That was nice.
So good. Okay, finally.
And we don't have to start this shit over?
Damn, okay.
Let me drop. Let me.
Jonathan just put the 6 shooters away.
Yeah.
Happy Barry Bonds Day.
Oh, episode. Hey, guys.
I feel like it's
episode
Groundhog Day.
26. Barry Bonds Day.
25.
25.
Yeah.
Fuck.
It's okay.
We're going to keep the clap.
Yeah.
Hey, guys. Welcome to episode 25. Happy Barry Bonds Day.
Number 25.
Barry,
Number 25.
Yep. Take 2. Last time we mentioned best baseball player.
Yes, best baseball player of all time if you include the steroids.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people don't, but I do. So
it's basically your favorite baseball player.
Better than
slash
Babe Ruth.
best with
Better
an
than Babe
asterisk.
Ruth.
With an asterisk, right?
Whoa. Better than Babe Ruth?
yeah.
Why? I need to know.
Actually, technically, King Griffey Jr. would have been better than Babe Ruth if he didn't get hurt. But
Yeah, but he wasn't in the Sandlot.
Barry Bonds just murdered baseball.
So look, we both grew up playing baseball.
Yes.
Right? Do you think that Babe Ruth is more legend than man? Like,
No, he played at a time where pitching wasn't all that great. There was a couple dudes that were really good, but they weren't all great.
weren't they like, it looked like they were all bringing it at like 70. Like,
Bro,
the
they're all
highest.
looking like shaped like me out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Babe Ruth would like smoke a cigar, right?
I know he's a baller, bro.
Yeah,
He'd
yeah.
smoke a cigar, like drink a 6-pack and like 5 hot dogs and go out there and hit 5 home runs and pitch a perfect game.
That's funny. He pitched and
He pitched and hit, yeah.
which is with that Japanese player.
Otani. He's great.
Yeah.
I love him.
Bro, is he the
It
best
sucks that
player?
he plays for the Angels, but
Yeah, it does. Why
but
couldn't it be?
he's great though. I like
You know,
him.
as long as he never plays for the Yankees, I'll always support him.
I hope he doesn't. Ichiro ended up playing for the Yankees.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man,
But when he was really older.
I hate the Yankees.
I do too. Fuck the Yankees.
Yeah. The only time I saw the Yankees was when they were playing the Rangers and they whooped our ass.
Is that where your hatred comes from?
They always whoop
Nah,
our
it's
ass.
just because, like,
The greatest moment in Texas Rangers history was when Neftali Feliz struck out A-Rod and it sent us to the World Series.
yeah.
He struck him out looking. That
Yeah.
shit was lit. I cried there.
You know, A-Rod was a hoe?
A-Rod always been a hoe. What do you
Yeah,
mean?
because remember, like, when he left, like, he left the Rangers and went to New York, and he said something, not verbatim, but something along the lines of, like, he was tired of playing with, like, kids or, like,
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
like he was, like, demeaning the players that were there.
Oh, shit.
When, at the time, like, it was at the tail end of our, like, golden years, right? When we had, like, Pudge and, what were the other two guys' names?
Michael Young.
Yeah.
That was a pretty good team we had. But yeah,
Is it
fuck
Juan
A-Rod.
Gonzalez,
He just
right?
wanted the money.
Yeah.
He didn't want to be. He was like, "Ooh, the money." That's why he's signed with the Rangers.
Yeah.
But it's like, I don't want to be here.
Well, let's be
He realized like he spent like one season here. He's like, "God damn, it's hot here during the summer."
Yeah.
I don't know about this house
Yeah.
Everybody's got a price, though, so...
for that summer heat though. And here in Texas now they got a dome,
Yeah.
but that summer heat, I've sat in those left field seats
Yeah.
a couple times during. I sat in the Elvis costume through a doubleheader one time. And I won Progressive Fan of the Game when I was on TV.
Oh, yeah, the Elvis costume.
But I
was the
sat
original,
there in a
Goose costume,
polyester
too.
suit in June.
Yeah.
In June,
That's
it's on YouTube. but
That was the original Goose suit. You remember?
It was hot as fuck.
You remember in high school when we did that shit? Like we were like the Goose Squad.
Goose.
Give me more.
So you don't remember? Okay.
Bro, hold on. I think I can find
Yeah,
it. Hold
Jonathan
on.
will look it up.
I'm 100% sure it's still on MySpace.
Yeah, Jonathan will go to fucking throw it way back to MySpace.
I don't know.
But you don't remember that shit? Like where we were all like certain.
Oh,
like,
you're in it too, motherfucker.
Oh no, yeah, you're in it too. Yeah,
I was
yeah.
in it.
So we all had like we were all part of the squad called the Goose.
The
It
Goose?
was you, me,
find
Jonathan,
it.
Gizmo, Zach.
Oh wait, I have Did it
That's
did it
when
have
you-
some sexual stuff to it?
I don't know. So remember that like party that we had, like that was like epic. I'm not gonna go into all the festivities that took place.
Yeah, the
but
epic.
We did have a bar, and it was like Bar La Goose.
We had 2 bars.
We had 2 bars. Zach was tending one bar while the other bar was getting robbed.
Bro, I was there, bro. What are you talking about?
Well, yeah, you also wanted to put porn on the TV. That party.
Yeah, that party. It
But
was
yeah,
fucking
so,
epic.
So there was a period of time where we thought that we were like so cool, and like our mascot was the goose for some reason.
What do we? It had something to do with like Goose and somebody.
It takes forever to pull up MySpace.
Yeah. MySpace is like algorithms.
Bro, can we bring
terrible.
MySpace back, please?
No, we don't want to.
Why?
Bro,
He's been
it's
sitting down
fucked.
here since we've been talking about it.
Well, no, I mean, like I'm saying, like let's like.
Oh my god! Hey, why is my aunt showing up?
She's on MySpace.
I looked.
bro.
I'm trying to. You look at your connections. I'm trying to find.
yeah.
Goose Geezer. I found it.
Goose geese.
No, I don't think that's it.
Oh,
It is.
It is.
There's. Oh yeah.
The new goose.
You're Dirty Papa Goose. You
Dirty
remember
Papa
that?
Goose.
I'm
that's
Dirty
what you
Papa
are.
Goose?
Yeah.
I was-
Bro,
so I was-
Why
I
is it
was-
so hard for me to remember?
The new Goose. The new Goose. There's Big Dirty Dirty. That's me.
That's Jonathan.
There's Maverick Skeet. The Golden Goose. Was that Justin?
You know what? I think the golden goose was Gizmo.
Jizz McGraw. That was Zach.
That was Zach. Jizz McGraw was Zach.
Dirty Papa Goose.
Dirty Papa Goose.
Dirty
and
Papa
then,
Goose.
and then the illegal goose was Gizmo.
Oh, the illegal goose was Gizmo. That's right.
You were Big Dirty Dirty?
Big Dirty Dirty.
Who was
okay,
the
okay,
golden
wait,
goose?
wait.
Oh, the
I
golden
can't remember
goose.
who the Golden Goose was.
It had to have been Evan Wilson.
Oh no! I got it. Hold on.
Bro, this is
It
hilarious.
was Evan. It was Evan
Yeah,
Wilson.
Evan Wilson, that's right.
It's starting to come back to me a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm still pulling a blank, bro. I don't remember.
Jonathan, save that picture so you can put it up on here.
Oh, dang, the Goose Squad?
Oh my
Goose?
god!
The
What is
Goose, bro.
what is Pocket Pussy?
Oh, Pocket Pussy was a 2-man band between me and Jonathan very briefly.
Or a duet?
Yeah, we were a duet.
Oh, Johnny lead vocals and you were doing backing vocals?
Yeah, Jonathan was doing.
Man,
like,
why does this shit not pull up?
Jonathan was playing bass and singing, and I was playing the acoustic and just trying to.
Make it?
Yeah.
Make it in this world?
Yeah, man.
Back when you had
Like-
golden dreams and golden aspirations?
It's back when to get somewhere you had to get a golden shower too.
Oh, the Weinstein times.
Yeah. So like Jonathan was like real pretty back then.
Oh, he was very
so
gorgeous.
I was like, "Hey, thickness, you're gonna get us
Hey,
in all
dirty,
the
dirty.
spots. You're gonna get us in all the spots,
Can we, on this podcast, only go by our goose names?
bro." Okay, I'm down.
Big
with that.
Dirty Dirty.
Big Dirty Dirty. What was that? Big Papa...
No, you're
Dirty Papa
Dirty
Goose.
Papa Goose.
Dirty Papa Goose. Bro, I can't believe it.
And I'm Maverick Skeet.
Maverick?
So I think I remember. Okay, hold on. So Jonathan gave himself his name of Big Dirty Dirty, right?
Which is a good name.
That was
It's
my
like
that was my AIM burner account.
Yeah.
Big Dirty Dirty.
Big Dirty
Yeah.
Dirty 05. All the
Yeah.
secrets are coming out. But you gave yourself Dirty Papa Goose
Dirty Papa Goose.
because you were already a daddy.
Yeah.
And then for some reason you just like to call me Maverick Skeet.
Maverick Skeet,
And
bro.
I was like, fuck, it sticks.
Bro,
Calling Zach Jizz McGraw was like perfect.
I always feel like Zach gets the worst names.
No, when we were in spring break, we started to refer to Zach as the Warden.
The Warden?
The Warden, because he had
I
a
like
cowboy
that.
hat and like sunglasses,
Damn.
and he looked like he was laying down the law.
Bro, we need to bring this back. How do we get the whole group back together, bro?
Oh man, I don't know. I haven't talked to Gizmo in a long time, but I do have a cool story about Gizmo. If y'all don't mind talking about border hopping.
Oh, no, man.
So
Before you go in there, just so you know, right? Your boy was born in America, but I'm certified wetback, bro.
I know
Because I crossed the river.
Well, you also have like a separate identity in Mexico.
I do.
I don't know if the world knew that.
Marco Antonio Macias Ibarra. That's my...
I remember that shit when you told me. I remember when you told me. I think you told me like in like 10th grade, right?
Yeah.
10th or 11th grade.
Yeah.
You're like, hey, bro, I just want you to know, I'm not just Peter Ivan Vasquez. And I was like, what? Like, what kind of bullshit are you about to bring to me? Like, how you're about to be like, I'm Dirty Papa Goose or some shit
Dirty
like
Papa
that,
Goose,
right?
bro.
But instead, you're like, hey, so like, when I was born, I was born in California. I was like,
Yeah.
oh, I didn't know that. Okay. so you got a new name when you came to Texas? And you're like, nah, man, I got sick when I was in Mexico. And I was like, what?
Yeah. And
I'll let you tell you. It's your origin story. I'll let you tell
you know, I turned 1 in Mexico, and so I was like, you know, I was born in California, then dipped down to Mexico, and like I got sick, and I didn't have any Mexican papers, so my aunt and uncle basically like adopted me and gave me like this fake name.
Yeah.
And the funny thing is, Marco Antonio Solis is a singer from a band called Los Bukis. And the dude has a mullet, like long mullet and beard. And so my aunt was a big fan of his, so she named me Marco Antonio, and then their last names is Macias Ibarra. And so that's why I have that identity over there. And when we decided to come back to the U.S., somebody had lied to my mom and told her, it's like, hey, he's an American citizen. You're Mexican. If they catch y'all, like if you try to cross the border and they see that, like they're going to take him away from you. And so she's like, well, that's not going to happen. So she went to some dude that would cross people through the river.
Like a coyote?
Yeah. And so like we got on the boat and we were like crossing the River Grande, and your boy was playing with the water. So technically, your boy's a wetback, bro.
Oh,
shit. Represent the bees, baby.
So,
did you find any more on the Gooses?
No, I did find my old rap albums. I'm seeing if I can download them.
Oh, yeah.
It's
on
so old it won't let you play them.
No.
Even though it shows the time and everything.
Yeah, are you talking about like your
Oh, I have one on there. I have like 5 tracks on here, but I found a MySpace to MP3 converter. I'm gonna try that real quick.
Oh Jesus!
Because if so, we might have to.
So
I do a diss track to Scott. We might have to review that because we review shit all the time. I don't know if it's gonna work. So.
So anyways, actually thinking about it because of the story and everything, you might want to go and like find when I said our friend's name and just bleep that shit out. But from moving forward, I'm not gonna say it again.
Well, that's not his real name, right?
Well, no, but like any of our friends watches.
Is it that bad? Is it bad?
Well, it's a good story, but it's not my story. But I know it.
Oh, okay.
So our friend decided that he was gonna shoplift from Walmart and got caught. And when he got caught, our boy got deported.
Damn.
I don't know why. I don't know what like the dollar amount was or what happened, right? But our boy got deported. So our boy said that he was down in Mexico, and he went to. I think he was staying with his family.
Yeah.
That was also down there, and then eventually, like, his parents here found like someone who was gonna help him cross.
Yeah.
And so for several nights, he had to stay like in a room, like in a hotel, like close to the border.
Yeah.
And stayed with like all these people that he didn't know, like some elderly folks, some young kids and things like that. And then he was like getting bored of being there. And then finally the night came, and the guy was like, "We're going tonight.
It's going down."
And so on that night, they're like trekking through like the brush and all that stuff, and they crossed the river, right? And when they crossed the river, this old lady that was with them like left her shit on the other side of the river. So our friend, being the good person he is, he swam back across, got her shit, came back, and gave it to her. And then they're like running, right?
Yeah.
And then they see the border patrol coming, and they have to hide underneath like a train.
Hell.
And he said that like they almost got caught like by the people like walking around, like looking around the train and shit. And then they cross over the border in like the neighborhood.
Oh yeah, because you like straight cities. Yeah.
And there was a van waiting for them in the neighborhood.
Oh
and they're like, "Fuck yeah!" So this van like scoops them up, takes them to a house, and they're staying at this house for like a couple days.
Dangerous, bro.
Super dangerous.
Shady as hell.
And so like after he stayed there for a few days, like he was like, "Fuck it, I want to go home." Right? Yeah. He's like, "I'm ready to go home." And so they're so close to the border, they're on their way up. Halfway to Houston, they got pulled over.
Oh, no.
And like he was like driving, so
yeah.
So he like speaks perfect English, and they're like, cops like, "What are you doing?" And he's like, "Oh, like me and my family are going up to the school in Houston here because like I'm like going for orientation, like I'm about to be a freshman or some shit like that." And I was like,
"He's smart."
He's like, "Okay, cool, okay, fine, okay, yeah, move along, sir."
Yeah.
And that's how we got our friend back.
Hey, bro, Gizmo. Fun fact: Fastest man I've ever known.
Oh, dude. So I tell that story.
Really?
It's not my
The
story.
fastest man you ever known, huh?
Bro, we played basketball. I mean, not basketball.
Soccer.
Football. Well, we would go out and play football.
Yeah.
And
But
you couldn't catch that motherfucker. And he's little too, so it's like, goddamn.
I remember he was so fast. But anyways, like that was his story. He told it to me, and all I could do, like he told it to me, and like after he came back, was like hug him. I was like, I'm so glad to have you back.
Yeah.
Don't do no dumb shit again.
Don't be stealing from Walmart, bro.
I've seen.
You know, Walmart stories are crazy. You know what? Going back to his story though, like very nice of him to go back and get that lady's stuff. But I'd have been like, bitch, what's over there? Like, cause if you just got like fucking cups and shit, like we can get that shit over here, you know. But like, you know, if it's some personal shit, I got you. You know, we'll go over there and get it. But Walmart,
probably pictures, bro. That's what I would assume.
Yeah, I guess. Okay.
Like that would be like the most important. So like the most important things to me, if I were to like have to do that kind of shit, right? It would be like photo albums and like personal things to me.
No, nobody brings that shit, bro.
Nobody.
It's just
I'm
like
naive.
water and
Cups.
cups. Like if you're gonna like go through the like desert, you bring water and shit. But
You better not be going through the desert without no water.
yeah, bro. People die, bro. Like it's crazy.
That's an automatic death if you don't have any kind of liquid.
Yeah. And like
More than food. When I was when I was hiking down the Grand Canyon, bro, there was this little
You can live off the fat inside of you, but you need water.
Yeah.
Well, there was this like dude that like went down and didn't take any fucking water with him. The only thing he took down with him was a fucking bag with like orange slices, and he was just chewing on the orange slices the whole time. And I caught like we were on our way back up, and I like didn't see him until he like came out of like the crevice, like where he was hiding from like the sun. Right?
Yes,
crevice.
It was like a crevice, bro. It was like a crack, and he just came out like, "Hey, you guys got any water?" And we're like,
Hey, what you boys doing?
He was like, all I got are these orange slices. And I was like,
you like trade. You're an asshole, bro.
no, I gave Justin half my water supply because he didn't close his bottle and his shit emptied out into my pack.
Yeah. Well, look,
I'm a good friend.
Your boy, my mom's from Juarez, which is right across from El Paso. And so, like, when we go down there, where people don't, I assume if you don't make a lot of trips to the border town,
Right.
like, not only do you have to pass the border, but then once you go in a few hundred miles, like on the freeway, they'll have another like check. So like it's like you kind of not just have to pass at one place, but then you have to pass the other place. And so my sister had a friend who was from over here, and he ended up getting engaged to some girl in Mexico. And so like sometimes you try to pass people over like yourself, because if you're a citizen, right, somebody will pay you, and they'll be like, just hide me in the trunk. And so like, cause like, you know, the last time I went down to Juarez, it was for like an uncle's funeral. So I'd be like, I'd go down there, and then like, you know, they don't care if you go in, you know, they're like, you go in, right? It's the coming out part that they, you know, America's like, we'll make sure, you know, the census are coming up.
Yeah.
So then, you know, you come up, and so then they're like, what do you, like, are you guys American citizens? Yeah, we're American citizens. What were you guys doing in Mexico? Oh, we came for a funeral and blah, blah, blah. Let me see your papers. You give them your documentation. Okay, cool, go.
Yeah.
But sometimes they'll be like, can you pull over, please? And,
oh, no.
Yeah.
It must be terrifying.
It is. And
It would
like,
be
so,
terrifying for me. I'd be, oh, shit.
Yeah.
They know I have something in the car.
Yeah. So, you want fucked up stories? Like super fucked up?
Go ahead.
All right. So,
We'll lighten the mood after. Like
Yeah,
my
it's
story,
so
my
fun.
story about our friend is kind of a light story, right?
Yeah, no, this
like
is-
the moral of the story is don't steal from Walmart, and your friends get to come home.
yeah. No, but this thing. So like, there was a tourist, you know, they went down, and you know, as a family, they went down there and all this shit, and you know, they're doing Mexico shit, and next thing you know, they can't find one of their like daughters.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, and they're like, what the fuck's going on, right? So they're like, we can't find her. So they're like, when you go into these border towns like El Paso and fucking Tijuana and all this stuff, like you literally just, it's literally like two cities right next to each other. You have a little bit of territory where it's like the crossing of the border. And that's why like I it's hard, like El Paso had changed so much since the last time I'd been there. I'd been there like maybe like 10 years, right? Or around there 8 years or something. Juarez hadn't changed since I left. like they look exactly the same. And it's like, I'm just like, damn, imagine living here and just, bro, you can see El Paso from where you're at. Like you can just look over there and it's like, oh shit, that's America, right? And you see all that shit change, and you don't see that shit, shit change here. But that's why, like, they were so close to the border to cross over. They're like looking for this girl, right? Next thing you know, they see the girl in a car, and she's just sitting there. Well, next thing you know, that's her. The border guards stopped the car and all this stuff. Cartels had gotten a hold of the girl, and like, cause she looked American, and they like cut her open, took out all her organs, and filled her up with drugs.
Oh, she assumed she's like dead.
Yeah. But they like put her in such a way to where she was like sitting there.
Damn.
That's heavy, right?
That's super heavy.
That's super heavy, bro. And that's kind of some of the reality, bro. That is like that people like it is just a border town away, bro. You're just so fucking close, you know.
That shit is.
Yeah, that's why appreciate your life. Appreciate like. I will always say, like, I'm proud of being, like, my family coming from where they're from, right?
Right.
But I will always be proud of living, like, being able to be, like, the fact that I'm American, I won. Like, I won in life. It's like being born over here, you don't understand how much better your life is. Like, there are some shitty things that happen, right? And some a bit, but, like, I will never talk down about like this country, because I know the things my parents had to go through, and like having things be so bad that they had to like leave. Like, bro, we all grew up around here, right?
Yeah.
Like, I think we're in Garland, right now.
That's Richardson.
Richardson, okay. But Garland is like right over there. Like, we grew up here, right? We haven't left. I mean, I've gone, but I come right back, right? Yeah. It's because like you leave so much when you leave your hometown, right? And it's like, imagine how bad shit would have to be here, like for us to be like, we're going to Canada.
Yeah, for real, yeah.
Yeah. So that's super heavy, bro. Sorry to.
That's super heavy. My story was light.
Yeah, I'm sorry, man. It's just it's kind of hard, like, cause some of those stories are so like far off, and it's like.
Man, I've heard some of those cartel stories, and just in general, man, some of those stories are wild.
Yeah. That's why, like, I try to like stay away from cartel stories, bro, because these motherfuckers are the real shit, bro. They like over there, like you would think like, oh, the people will say something. Well, there's this blogger that was like all like anti-cartel, and it's like, hey guys, like we can, if we just take over like the country and unite, like we can take these people out. Over there, bro, like when they want to like the gangs here, like there's stuff, right? But over there, bro, like they make so much money because all Americans, we love to consume drugs. It's just going down there. Yeah. And so. Oh yeah,
they just funnel that shit in.
Yeah, and so like if you're a politician and you're making a shitty salary, these guys are gonna pay you more. You're gonna just start turning a blind eye.
Like, I didn't say anything.
Yeah. Well, like
they in turn then pay off the cops, and it's just like, hey, let them. Well, every other Tuesday.
Yeah, they have so much money, bro, that the Mexican military power and the cartel military power is like, like it's a little bit of a war.
When the Mexican military captured El Chapo's son, they then surrendered him back.
Oh yeah.
Like
that's why
military did.
Yeah, that's why the biggest thing when they caught El Chapo again was to bring him to the U.S. Like that's what they were fighting.
Yeah.
And that's the worst thing. Like if you just see Narcos, right, where it's like they're not scared to go to jail in their own country because it's like everybody's bought. Like they may be in prison, but they're living like kings, right?
Yeah.
The biggest thing is they don't want to fuck with Americans because then it's like America.
You go to federal pound me in the ass prison.
Yeah, and they'll like fucking take you over to America.
Or you go to one of those CIA black sites.
Yeah.
That you don't know about, the jails you don't know about.
Yeah.
Talking about like some gulag over here in the U.S.
There's definitely like allegedly CIA black sites where they keep people they don't want.
And they don't want escaping. Yeah. Oh, but that
people probably like hitmen, assassins, shit like that.
Yeah. But that
dangerous motherfuckers.
Yeah, that blogger I was telling you about, the cartel ended up finding him, killing him, and they hang people off of freeways.
God.
So imagine going down 75 and on one of those bridges or 635, And on one of those bridges, you just see somebody who like pissed somebody off and now is hanging.
That's fucking wild.
As an example to the people, like, don't cross this. So, hey guys, cartels. I'm sorry.
Good God.
Yeah.
Always gotta be respectful.
Scott, you want to change the subject?
Man, that's the heavy segment right there.
That's a heavy segment.
Like
Appreciate life.
We talking about Fortnite like you said. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah. No, bro, you can bring up for it. Like, look.
Okay.
I'm not. I know you. Fortnite.
No,
it's not your biggest thing. It's
no,
not your biggest
it's
love.
not. It's not.
Yeah.
He's played it before.
I know you're a fucking savage on there.
I played every day. I got to over level 200 at the end of the season.
Okay, so I only dislike Fortnite because I suck at it. Right? I hate sucking at things, and I fucking suck at Fortnite. I suck at video games.
It's difficult to end up mastering. You know.
Yeah.
So what I like about Fortnite is like I've never been good at first person shooters, but the fact that this is like third person, I can kind of get behind.
You're pretty good. You're a pretty good natural. Zach's a pretty good natural at it too.
Well, Zach has also played like those like Call
Zach's
of Duty.
Zach's a fucking beast.
Zach has like played like Call of Duty games. Like,
is there anything Zach is not good at?
Moving on.
That dude's a legend.
They brought back Kevin the Cube in the live event today.
So, I like playing Fortnite when I can play with like my friends, but I'm not sweaty like the young man over there. Big Dirty
I get
Dirty.
Competitive.
Big Dirty Dirty.
See, with Fortnite too, it's
Jonathan or Dirty Dirty. Explain to Peter what a sweaty is.
It's how I play. No, it's
shit! Is it like a style?
It's just like
a
you give no fucks and you're like rushing at all times. Like
at all times, like the blitz.
Yeah, I don't play to lose. I play to win.
God,
like a try hard.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, okay. I'm one of those motherfuckers.
Like you go hard,
building like crazy, and
okay,
adding pump shotgunning a motherfucker for 200.
I think I would be really good if I knew how to build and like fight at the same time.
It took me forever to learn how to build, but that's also because I play it every day, multiple times a day, and
yeah.
Like there are certain
there's
certain small like little builds that I can do while I'm in the middle of a fight, and I can end up getting a win on somebody. Yeah. But when it comes to Jonathan building fucking towers and shit, I'm not that good. He does it so good. It's like it's dizzying to watch.
Yeah, it is. And you know what? Like, so let's say Fortnite was like a simulation of what would happen if like it was like
technically Fortnite is a simulation.
Okay. Well, let's say like this is what is going to happen at the end of the story of this world, right? It's like every man for himself, right?
Well, some crazy shit happened today. If you want to say it's only 2 minutes. So there's been a giant mothership hanging over the map.
Yeah.
And the motherfucker's coming to crash down, and nobody can play the game right now until 3 a.m. tonight when the new update launches.
Oh no! Hey, what if you know how like the Simpsons have predicted certain things?
What if Fortnite's predicting?
Like, what if Fortnite's like predicting the future, bro?
That giant cubes are gonna rule us all.
I don't know,
and aliens.
Bro, stranger things have happened.
Did y'all see the clouds on when was it, like Monday, Tuesday, or something like that? Mm-mm. Bro, let me show y'all this, bro. I thought it was gonna, bro. This shit's wild.
Have Jonathan put it up on YouTube.
No. What's a picture of me?
Oh, you took a picture?
Yes, I took. Where the fuck is
Some of my local clouds. Oh look, there's multiple cubes.
Look at that, bro. Isn't that some Fortnite shit?
It looks like some weird vortexes are going on.
Look at this.
With the airflows.
Look at that.
Oh wow, that's cool how they're like swirling.
Yeah, and it looked like it was like, bro, I thought a fucking tornado was gonna come down, bro. I was already fucking tripping.
Have you ever been in a tornado?
Cool.
I've never been in one, no.
Really?
But I would like to before I die.
Jonathan,
I've been close to a tornado. There was a tornado that was following out in it was out in like East Texas. Mm-hmm. Not technically, kind of technically East Texas in Farmersville. Oh look, so this was cool as fuck. So you're falling down, all this shit is falling down on the map, destroying everything, by the way. So and then you turn around.
So is this like a promo, like a trailer?
No, so it was a live event. That's the thing about Fortnite. Every season they'll do a live event type thing, to where some crazy shit will happen, and like, look, this entire shit's about to crash down on the map, so it ends right here where that ship is about to come, and like first person view, like that's like when I was playing it, this is what it did to my character.
So it was your character instead of this person.
Yeah. So then it wipes them out, and then it goes Well, in a second, it'll say to be continued.
Interesting. But
So
okay. So finish your you were in a tornado story.
in season 8, and then it's like 12 hours.
Yeah.
That's when it first launched.
Okay.
So now it's only like 6 more hours. But
All right. So
anyways,
your tornado story.
It was I was like maybe 5, but we were going to a wedding. My aunt out in Farmersville or whatever. So we were going to a church, and I'm in the back of her van next to my cousin. And we knew it was bad storms, but I'm 5. I don't know. There's tornado warnings and all this kind of shit, right? So I look behind us, and I see a fucking tornado, like maybe 2 football fields away behind us.
You see the funnel?
Yes.
Oh shit.
On the ground. I'm like,
shit.
and I go, you better speed up. There's a tornado behind us, and everybody in the front of the car is like, yeah, whatever. And my cousin, who's like 19 at the time, looks back and goes, holy fuck, there is a tornado. Step on.
Oh, shit. Bro.
Yeah, my sister was in there too, so she can verify that story. It was crazy.
She'll fact check for us.
Yeah, so it was close enough, too close, but it was close enough.
So you know, like 2 years ago, like when that tornado ripped through like the Garland area, and all that.
Yeah,
all the mobile
that
homes?
shit.
Yeah.
My sister and them live like 5 miles from that.
Yeah.
And like, okay, maybe like 3 miles from that, but they had like metal and people's random clothes like in their backyard and on their roof and shit.
So I didn't know that a tornado was coming because I didn't have like the news. All I had.
You were
was,
probably
like,
taking a nap.
internet. Nah, this was like nighttime. So I get a call from Zach, and Zach is like, "Hey, are you okay?" And I'm like, "Yeah, why?" He's like, "There's a tornado that's like gonna like rip through like Garland here like in the next few minutes."
Are you talking about the one off 30 or the one that came through Richardson
It came
too?
through Richardson and Garland.
Oh yeah, no, that one that
that's
came
a
through
couple years
Richardson literally came like less than like half a mile from right here.
Yeah,
It was
but-
that if you take you go out there, take a right, and there's apartments over there, tarped up. It hit those apartments. That's like less than a mile.
Shit.
So
Yeah.
what happened was Zach called me and like gave me the heads up, and he was like, "If you're parked on the street, then you need to like run and park your car in the garage and probably stay there and stick it out." So I was like, "Oh shit!" Like, so where my apartments were, like I didn't have covered parking, like where I was. So I drove. You were at my old apartment.
Yeah.
So I drove my car down to the covered parking, and then I was like, "Well, nothing's gonna happen yet." So I'm like walking back to my apartment from the garage, and there's people out on their patios, and they're like, "You better get inside. You better get inside." And I'm like, "Whatever." And I'm still on the phone with Zach. I'm like, "These people out here."
This
trying to
shit
watch the
irritates me
storm
about
and all
Scott.
that. And
Me and Scott had to go fucking huddle in a dressing room time because of the tornado.
Let me finish
He's
my
just
story
like,
though, and then you can tell that one. But so I'm walking, and I look over. These people are yelling, "Get inside!" I'm like, "I'm on my way." Like whatever. And I'm talking with Zach, and Zach's like, "Are you back to your apartment yet?" And I'm like, "No, I'm walking." I was like, "But I do think I see something in the distance." So at that point, it went from just like a regular walk to like a power walk, right? The second I get up on my stairs, bro, like I hear people go, "Ah!" because there was lightning, and the sky went like a pink and turquoise color. And this is at nighttime.
Fuck.
And the second like the lightning hit, like I could hear, and literally there was a funnel that like came through and was like maybe 50 yards from like where my balcony was, to where the in downtown Garland the movie theater, it ripped past the theater.
Fuck
I saw the
that.
funnel, I saw the trash, I saw debris, like everything, and it's not funny, but. In the moment, it wasn't funny, but like thinking back now, like because in downtown Garland there were a bunch of like crackheads that like hung around.
Yeah.
They when the funnel came through, they went.
Like road. Never.
But like I literally like it, and it ripped right past like where my car was. Too.
Yeah, bro. I was on Reddit.
too close for comfort. My dad was in during that tornado outbreak because there was one in
What's the
Richardson and
outbreak?
there was one coming. Like it was splitting like where my parents lived.
Yeah.
So there was that one in Richardson and then the one in Garland.
Yeah.
My dad is out in the backyard.
With his American flag.
No, with a cigarette, and he's telling me, you should go back inside. These clouds look funny. I'm like, no shit, get the fuck inside. And he's like, I've never seen clouds that look like this. I'm like, what the? Because of the tornado, you dumbass.
Did you go in and watch Twister right
No,
after?
my mom was in the shower with the cat. Yeah.
But did you watch Twister afterwards?
No.
Bro.
You didn't feel like Bill Paxton at all?
No, that was actually terrifying.
Really? Like, once
we didn't know exactly where it was. Well, because there was two. There was one I didn't know if the one from Volume was going to come up or the one from Richmond was going to keep going south. Like, so we were like, fuck, we could get hit by two.
I really feel like with what I saw, it was scary, but it was like the very tail end. Like, I feel like maybe it dissipated after it hit that building. But to like actually see it, I was like, holy shit.
Yeah, bro. I was on Reddit, and it was a gymnasium for a high school, and it had a camera, and it was saying like what the tornado did, bro. Like normal gym, right? The camera was inside, so you just see the basketball court. Yeah, it passes by, bro, and then you just can't see shit. And when it finally like gets to a point where you can see, bro, there wasn't shit there. Wow, oh my god, shit. Bro. Hey, bro, nature.
Oh no, I've seen that video. I know what video you're talking about. Yeah, that shit's crazy.
Nature's crazy, bro.
Nature's
you don't want to fuck with Mother Nature. No. She's a vindictive bitch.
And she's
one
undefeated.
of the worst ones.
Yeah, and she's undefeated.
Nature's undefeated.
Yep.
Yeah. Nah, bro. Okay.
And doesn't give a fuck where you are.
Yeah.
Or what you do.
All right. So you're gonna have to go through this, right? But which one would you pick? Hurricane, tornado, or flood?
Tornado.
Tornado?
Quick and get it over with.
And then, well, I mean, it'll be a little wet, but just because of the rain.
Yeah, flood, man, tornado, some of your shit could be salvageable. Flood, all your shit.
You just have to go find it.
Yeah, you just gotta go find your shit.
Yeah. But you
get a hurricane. A hurricane is a flood and a tornado. So no.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like it's a giant fucking tornado, basically.
Yeah, like those people that live in like New Orleans and fucking Florida, bro. Good luck with all that, bro.
I don't know. I think I'd have to pick a tornado too.
Yeah. Yeah, I would say.
Yeah.
Get it over with.
Yeah, tornado. Just boom, done.
Yeah.
I mean, you want to think it's done. I don't know what happens in that funnel, but if I had to choose between those three, I would choose a tornado. And what helps me think of that is like my brother used to have a friend. I don't know if they hang out anymore, but when Hurricane Katrina happened, he was still like a real little kid. And hearing the stories about like how after like the hurricane hit and everything was flooded and all that, to get him from like house to house, they like had him floating like as a little kid, like floating on like a door. And like they're like swimming through the streets, like hoping that they didn't get by like alligators and crocodiles and shit.
Yeah.
Just to get him as a little kid to safety.
So are we saying hurricanes are like the worst of?
Oh yeah, hurricanes are the worst.
It's like
But I actually love tracking hurricanes and watching the weather. Like I'm a weird person, like when it comes to that shit. That's like weird. If there's a big hurricane like that hurricane that came to New Orleans, like
the one
that's windy. Like I'm sitting there like I'll be playing video games and like I'll have also on my phone like tracking the weather. I'm one of those.
Is that the one that hit New Orleans?
Yeah.
And
then kept going up. Yep.
To New York or something.
Yep.
But I also think your dad has made you really wary of the weather.
I don't worry about the weather. I just pay attention to it. Yeah. I always know what's going on.
Yeah. It's like you get older, you start paying attention to the weather because I start paying attention.
That's when you know you're old.
Yeah.
You're getting older. And you
I think
start
it'll be
paying
hot
attention
tomorrow.
to the weather, like shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your bone, like your joints start creaking. You're like, man, there's about to be like a storm coming in.
Yep.
Yeah.
Your back starts randomly hurting. It's like, oh shit.
It's not my back. It's my knee. I dislocated my knee in high school. Remember? After that, like the weather pressure changes.
when he pulled a all-time sports moment and he put his knee back in place. In soccer.
Do we believe that?
I wasn't there, so.
Hands down, bro.
Oh, no,
I got slide tackled. So this is the last game that I ever played.
I will give him this. He did show up on crutches later that night, so.
Oh, he got hurt.
Not able to put weight on his leg, but. So it was a real injury there. I don't know if he put it back into place though.
No,
I'm a badass.
No, it wouldn't even to be like a badass, bro.
Was it accidental?
Like Dak Prescott trying to put his fucking foot back in.
So kind of right. So I got slide tackled and my knee hit the ground and I immediately knew something wasn't right. And I was like, you're like, fuck, that hurt, right? And I rolled over onto my back and I pulled my leg up like close. And when I pulled my leg up close, your knee should be like here in like the center of your your.
You talking about your kneecap?
Yeah, your kneecap should be like in the center, but when I hit the ground, I hit it on the side, so my kneecap, which was centered, like shifted all the way around to like over here.
Oh.
So my kneecap just went like that, and I'm holding my leg, and my immediate reaction is like, this guy broke my leg. I was like, this guy broke my leg, and so I was like, for some reason I was like, I can move like my ankle. I was like, I can move my toes. So for some reason I was like, okay, that means my leg's not broken. But I couldn't straighten it out. And I was like, there's only one way that I could see fixing this. And I was like, this is gonna hurt. And I just went pop, and I went all the way back over to like where it should have been. And when it did that, it hurt 10 times worse than having it knocked out. And I'll like, Jonathan likes to cry because he's emotional. I almost cried because that shit fucking hurt.
Cry because I'm emotional. I'm not emotional, bitch.
You're super emotional. You're crying right now,
Shut up, bitch.
But
I don't know if I believe you're that much of a badass, bro.
oh, it was just like terror.
I can confirm he's not. What?
Like, you know,
Only people on my microphone heard it.
Yeah, I think to prove it, the next
Thumb
time.
more?
Yeah.
what did you say?
Thumb more?
Thumb more? Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. I declare a thumb more. Snake, bitch.
Oh, using hoe tactics, I see.
Damn, if he's not
Confirmed.
a badass,
No,
he is
confirmed.
cunning.
No, you don't remember those like
Like trap door, dog.
you don't remember that shit like when you're like kid, you're like 1, 2, 3, 4. I declare a thumb war. 5, 6, 7,
Yeah,
8.
and
They
then
hand to
you just-
masturbate, and then you're like you try to pull away, but as you're trying to pull away, they try to get you with that thumb. I've had that pulled on me a few times.
You see, that's where brain beats brawn, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. But in all actuality, like this shit with my knees for real.
Yeah.
Like I've broken my back. I've split my skull open.
Yeah.
That shit is like top 3 hurt.
Why don't I remember you in crutches?
So I was at Naaman.
Oh.
That's when I left you for a brief period of time.
Yeah, that was fucked up. And then you came from Naaman, right?
Yep.
Why? Why would you come to North Garland?
To play baseball.
Yeah, we did suck.
Yeah.
We sucked bad.
Go fuck yourself.
Nah, bro.
I'll fight you live on the podcast right fucking now.
Nah, bro. Don't do it live, like, without us promoting it.
No, he's over there. He's over there about to spew some conspiracy shit. I
wasn't even gonna tell the story because I've told you I was.
Okay, then we're not gonna talk. Then we're not gonna talk about that because it's conspiracy nonsense. Alex Jones.
Fucking Alex.
You're Alex Jones.
You're making frogs gay?
No, he's Alex Jones.
Oh, you're Alex Jones.
This is what happened, Pete.
Nah, man. Fucking North Garland baseball, bro. That was.
Yeah, that was it was quite a trip.
Yeah. You know, the one
At least
thing
one of us went pro.
Carlo?
He got drafted by the Nationals.
Yeah. I heard he was in the farm system for a
Yeah,
while.
but he didn't. I don't think he ever made it to the majors.
Yeah. He's actually the only person I ever lost a position to. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because I wanted to play short.
At least you can say you lost to a pro baseball player.
Yeah.
Technically, if you're in the minors, you're still technically.
But it hurt my heart because he was shorter than me.
Yeah, he was pretty good though.
He was good. He was really good, and he was a good guy.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, he's a really good guy.
Yeah.
Because I thought he was.
That's how I met Clayton.
Gomowski?
I saw Gomowski the other day.
Oh, she's
yeah?
still rocking a mullet.
Yeah, because we're working for the same company.
Oh yeah.
But he does the hard stuff. I do the easy stuff, and I was looking at it, and I looked at it, and I was like, Gomowski, and I was like, I know this guy.
I know this motherfucker.
Yeah, so I show up, and like I'm like talking to the dude. I was like, yeah, but where's the other guy at? You know?
Oh
And
man.
he's like, he's all you in the back. I was like, all right. So I show up. I was like, sup, motherfucker? He's all like, God dang.
Oh man, that's a good video of me and him dancing, me drunk as shit.
Yeah.
The last time I saw
on
Clayton
YouTube.
was at a party, right? And there's only 2 things that I really remember from Clayton at this party.
Yeah.
The first was at the beginning of the night when he was starting to drink. He was already feeling real tipsy, but he was like, "This is my girlfriend. She's so hot, right?" I'm like, "Yeah, she's pretty." So look at her ass. And he turns her around. He's like, "Look at that ass. I hit that shit." And I'm like, "Okay, man. I don't think your girl wants you like putting that out there to the world, but cool, man."
Yeah.
The next time I see Clayton at this party, he's so drunk. He's passed out face down, like in the driveway next to the cars.
Oh, man.
And his girlfriend was looking for him.
Dude, we were at this party one time, It was.
Is this one of those parties where I was at and you were like, "Where are you?" I said, "I'm at a party." You said, "I'm on my way."
No, I don't know. Could have been, but
Could have been.
there was a few of us there, and I remember I was giving this one friend a ride, right? And I decided to stay. You had left, and you know I was still staying around. And next thing you know, our boy passed out on the couch, right? And you know, back in the day, it used to be cool to sag. You know, you used to sag your jeans. Our boy, bro, was sagging. He was on his side. His boxers were open, bro, and his dick was out.
Oh shit, man.
And bro, I'm not gonna put it back in, right? So I'm like, hey,
I'm not
dude.
putting it back in.
Yeah, I'm like, hey, bro, like, but I still gotta have your bag, you know. If I do it to any one of you guys, I was like, hey guys, I was like, hey guy, I was like, wake up. I was like, your dick is out. I couldn't wake him up, so I just left him there.
God.
Oh man.
No, I didn't. I put something over him.
That's actually nice of you.
Yeah, I put something over because I didn't want his little guy out.
His little guy, his little Pete.
Yeah, everybody was making fun of him. I'm like, guys, it's cold.
It's December.
Yeah.
What are you about to show us, Jonathan?
I was gonna show him Clayton.
Clayton.
Whoa. Where was this video? Is that Carrie?
Yes, Carrie.
Oh my God, Carrie was so young and skinny.
This was my birthday / Carrie going to flight school.
Is that Buffalo Wild Wings?
Oh no, that's me, dog.
Is this at
There's Clayton.
Yeah, there's Clayton.
Dude, I was so drunk. What happens when I'm sweating? It's my birthday, so.
Hey.
Yeah. Oh my God, bro.
Got some Skrillex in there too?
James in the back creeping. Richard.
Man.
That's a long time ago, bro.
What year was it? Oh, fuck. Bible Thumping Shay is back
2012.
I remember, bro. I remember all these people, bro.
This is like my 22nd birthday or something like that.
Yeah, that. Why were not with
Where
y'all?
were you at?
Huh?
Where were y'all at?
This is Denton.
Was it the library?
What are you doing?
Not the
bro?
library.
Oh, what's
It was-
that? Damn, bro. You were having a good time, bro.
Was this the night that... No, that
I'm
was
gonna take
the
this
10th.
video and put it on here. I don't think Joel will mind.
You say you arguing it?
I'll put it on here.
Oh, okay. Bro, you look so young, bro. You look so...
Oh, and Joel's there too? Shit.
This is his vlog.
Bro, do y'all know Joel's a fucking beast at baseball, bro?
Yeah.
Like, that dude can... Like, I played with him in some Mexican league. Bro, that dude goes yard,
That's
bro.
how I got to know him.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, we played at North Garland together.
Yeah.
But
Is Clayton smoking a cigarette?
after
Yeah.
North Garland, bro...
How trashy.
After North Garland, bro, when we played those Mexican leagues, bro, he would go fucking yard, bro.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my cat! I got khaki shorts on, cargo shorts.
Oh man, cargo shorts. You remember when we went to Hollister, bro? And I bought those cargo shorts. Remember? It was like, cause back then I never used to wear Hollister, and you and Jamie came with me when I first bought Hollister.
Vaguely.
Yeah, and I bought some shorts.
Uh-huh.
I rocked them hoes for years, bro. 'Cause
They last if you take care of them.
yeah. My
At least-
wife made me get rid of them.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, she's like,
Fast forward to me
Had
drunk
these for-
talking shit to people.
like fight shit. Like,
No, just
bro, I wonder why Joe stopped doing those vlogs. He should have kept it going.
what the hell, dog?
I know his tech channel was pretty popular, right?
Yeah.
He stopped doing it for a minute, right? He picked that back up.
Oh dang it! I just clicked out of it.
Oh, God, the screen grab. is
Yeah, I know.
weird.
That's what I'm trying to get to. Is I'm drunk as shit. He's got that bright ass light in my face. Oh, here we go. Hold on.
Yeah, it's like some taxi cab confession shit you got going on, or what?
No.
God. I will admit, Carrie goes the hardest of anybody that I've ever met in my life.
He didn't this night. I did.
Hands, Jonathan. That little lap or dance you got. Bomb.com. She was at least a 7. She's at least a 6.5.
Look at Gary looking at you.
Thank you, Clayton. It was the bomb. I made a happy birthday to me, and I'll tell you what right now, I'm gonna miss the out of this guy right here. Love him, but I still will not ever get on a plane.
It became a pilot?
Air traffic controller.
What's that?
Motherfucker that directs the planes. Yeah.
Can you
Sits in
imagine?
the tower.
Some people.
Go left.
I won't be on a plane no matter what. I appreciate that. That's the utmost respect right there.
I'm a little gone in this.
YouTube.com/DriveAwayMag. Come subscribe to me. I know you got like 2,000 subscribers. Come subscribe to me because I'm awesome. Joel's awesome too. So someone can come. Come subscribe to me. I do paid like funny shit.
Bro, you can't even talk, bro.
Vlogs and shit. Just come subscribe to me. You vlogs on your stuff. You should
Tell me the truth, Jonathan. Did you throw up after this?
No.
No? That's right,
I
bro.
rarely throw up. I only throw up when I go overboard.
Damn.
This was happening right now. B-L-O-G. I know what was it. We made out in a little video. But I'm not gay. I know you are, so we can't do that.
I'm like,
Yeah. What's your sign out on your blog? I know what mine is. Mine is stay classy. Yeah. I don't know. What is yours? Calm down, Hamburgers.
We just say peace at the end.
Hey.
Alright.
Subscribe to JB Tech 17 and JB Blogs and subscribe to Johnny Wayne Mac.
Hold up. Oh, boo.
oh man.
Can I buy someone flashlight? Because this light just went out. My phone died.
Okay. Subscribe to Johnny Wayne Mac. Peace. Yeah.
I can't see you, but.
Shut the fuck up.
What'd you say?
Peace,
Listen.
motherfucker.
Oh, fucking Richard. You go, shut the fuck up.
Oh, shut the fuck up. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Man,
I was a little too drunk that night.
with Carrie, I've seen and heard Carrie like throw up more times than I care to imagine. Like the way Carrie throws up too, it never sounds like it's like gut wrenching. It just sounds like
It just always sounds like it's painful.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
what it
bro.
sounds like.
It's probably my least favorite thing to do is throwing up, bro.
Yeah, no, I hate throwing up.
I think that's in everybody's like top least favorite things.
Not people that are bulimic, bro.
I mean, I don't think they like it. I think that they do it for
You don't think after
mental reasons.
No, you don't think after a while they're like, it's not so bad. Like after you've done it for a few times.
I don't know. I got terrible gag reflex. Like gag every time I brush my teeth.
That's a goddamn lie. What?
I've seen you do some nasty stuff.
I seen you do some shit. He said I ain't got no gag reflexes.
No,
That's a
I have
lie.
terrible
You
gag.
put your
reflex.
hand down the Bible and swore to God before we started this podcast.
No, I said I have a terrible gag reflex. Not that I have no gag reflex.
Oh,
Terrible
you just like it to get messy.
No, he says a terrible gag.
I like my
reflex, as
mascara
in
to
it never
run.
kicks in.
No, it's pretty bad. My mascara runs.
That's all that counts.
Yeah. Oh, hey, one thing that I was watching before I got here. Did y'all know that there was a trans woman that actually fought another woman
Yeah, I saw that.
and won, choked the other woman out.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, and
In
like-
what?
It was a man for 33 years.
Yeah, and had only been a woman for like a few months, right?
Yeah.
I don't think they had reached the year. Maybe I'm wrong. About that.
I don't know.
Maybe-
but
maybe-
it wasn't long enough. And
Yeah.
it shouldn't even matter.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Still think it's messed up, man.
And you have people out there supporting that. And if you support if you support a man beating the shit out of a woman, then you're not a sane human being. That's all I'll say.
You're part of the problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's,
that's an issue. I'm all for people being transgender and being whatever you feel you want to be and need to be and what you feel like inside. But there should be limitations, and one of those limitations is physical fighting.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure. Here at the M Theory, we love the trans, so this is not any negative
like
towards the
I'm
community.
all for it with any kind of other sports, but not physical punching and
Yeah, I'd get
fighting.
behind, like, trans
that's
chess
not
players.
okay. That's not okay.
Yeah, well, because they said one of the things she said in defense to her was that like she had gotten her ass whooped like in the first round, or like and she did show her damage that she received or whatever, right? But then in the same interview, she was talking about how she was very grateful for the lady, the biological woman, for even taking up the fight, because then made a case for how crazy the whole situation was. So it's like it's kind of like she didn't even hear herself talking. It's like
Putting her foot in her mouth.
Yeah, almost, because it's like, oh, we know that we were gonna get hate, and we know this, and it's crazy. It's like, well, why would it be crazy? Why would you use those words if everything was on the up and up?
Exactly.
Yeah. What company?
That I don't know. It had to been some like really like I don't know if
it wasn't a big promotion. It was a smaller promotion.
Yeah, it wasn't like Bellator or anything. But yeah, I thought that was super crazy.
That's. I don't support that.
No.
I'm sorry. I support transgender, but I don't support you punching a woman. Like, that's not okay.
We've already made a case for it. Multiple times.
Yeah.
We
sorry.
support women, biological women. We're on your side.
Yep.
Yeah.
Nothing against anybody.
It's like that Hannibal Buress thing. Like, why you booing me? I'm right.
Yeah.
Man, you know what? I love Hannibal. I love Hannibal so much that I wish that he did more shit. Like, I love Hannibal. He makes me laugh like harder than
Hannibal.
Like more than like 90% of the other comedians.
Hey Hannibal, me and your cousin were watching your clips on Yoto.
No, he said Yato.
Yoto. Now you can be like, Michael's like, hey Scott, me and my friends are watching your videos on Yoto.
You know what? Funny that you mentioned that. Michael texted me the other day, and he was like, "Hey, he's like, that song that y'all reacted to, how you like that?" He's like, "That song is fucking fire." He's like, "I'm not
converting your brother, huh?"
And I was like, "Are you watching our reactions?" He's like, "Yeah."
Nice. Okay.
I was like, "That's cool."
I think that was
getting that younger demographic.
Yeah, I think that was probably my favorite song of theirs. Because of that, I think that was the first song, right, that we ever reacted to Blackpink.
Yeah, how you like that? It was.
Yeah, I think that might have been my favorite one.
We're gonna be reacting to the dance performance tonight too.
Yeah.
You've already seen that video. I'll link it right here.
Yeah. But yeah, any other I feel like I always think of like all this stuff I want to talk to you guys about, and then we get here, and then I'm like, what was I gonna say to them?
We didn't finish about Fortnite anyway. The new season comes out later tonight. No, I'm kidding.
No. What do you think is gonna be different?
Oh, well, in 2 more seasons, it'll be a new map. So this one, they're just destroying, basically. So that entire mothership's going to be crashed down. So when the update goes live tonight, it'll be like a brand new map. And that's how they keep it interesting. Like every, I think it's like 15 weeks, it's a new season. And they change up the map, and they got new challenges, new characters come out. You can buy the battle pass, and
I got a question
it's
for
like
you.
$5, and you get a whole bunch of new characters. You tier up, so it's like something to strive for every season. And
I got a question for you.
What's up?
If you had to, using your best estimate, how much money have you spent on Fortnite?
I would have to go in and count how many skins I have. And then I'd be able to give you an accurate representation. I honestly don't know.
To the best of your knowledge at this moment.
Throw out a number and I'll give you an over-under.
2,000.
I'd say under that.
1,000.
Probably pretty close.
Do you? Is it worth it?
Yeah. I've never put minus like something like Madden, which is like a yearly update kind of game. I've never played a game this long, this consecutively. I've played it almost every day since 2018.
Wow.
Yeah, I've never played a game that long.
So what is it about Fortnite? Because I know, I don't know anything about video.
So it's a 100-player battle royale.
Yeah.
It's you versus everybody, and it also has skill-based matchmaking. So if you're like brand new, you go against like half the lobby is gonna be like robots, like AI and shit like that. But like then when you like get better and better, you start facing better and better competition, and that in turn makes you better. And then also like they constantly release like new weapons, like new fun things that this whole season has been about alien invasion. So there's been There's been like alien ships you can drive around on the map and like blow like people shit up and like annoy the fuck out of people. Like it can be a really toxic game at times, but that's what makes it fun because they always throw in shit that like makes it different and like just changes the experience of it. And he kind of knows. He's played a little bit, not as much as I have, but
like when COVID was like at its peak and stuff, and everybody like was stuck inside. That's when I did most of my playing, and like doing squads is fun. It's fun to like play with your friends and talk shit and stuff. But what I really wish Fortnite would do, which would actually make me want to play, would be like if I could talk shit to other people.
Yeah, they probably won't allow that shit anymore. So,
I mean,
but I'm excited about the new.
I get that it would make the game a little bit more toxic, but it also make it a lot more fun.
It would be, but
you know, one time I was at my wife's friend's house, and her husband played video games. So he's like, "You want to play?" I was like, I mean, I'll play, but dude, I'm just letting you know, like, I suck. Like, I don't play video games. Like, I don't have the coordination or any of that. And he's like, oh, okay. But, I mean, it's cool. I mean, we could just play for fun. I was like, yeah, okay, cool. You know?
For fun, yeah.
So I was on Call of Duty, and, you know, like, people talk shit on that.
Yeah.
And there was a kid, and I know he's a kid. He sounded like a kid. Prepubescent, right?
Yeah.
Kid. And
what are these little motherfuckers?
Yeah, and he's all like, if you don't know how to play, get the fuck off. I'm like, oh shit.
They calling you out.
Damn, man, my bad. Shit. I'm just trying to learn.
Yeah, if Fortnite had that Call of Duty aspect, that'd be interesting. But
what's interesting to me is like,
it'd be fun because like I like to like get height on somebody and somebody's underneath me. I like to fuck with them and be like, yeah, motherfucker, where you going? Where you going? I got you. Where you going? You panicking? You panicking? You know, doing shit like that would be fun.
Do you think if they like, because it kind of has a cartoony feel to me, like with the animations and stuff?
Yeah.
Do you think if it was a little bit more like still the same concept, same building, everything, but just looked more realistic? Do you think that you'd be into that as well, or?
You know what? I would say no, and I think that's why it's still as popular as it is, and why it's still played by so many people. Because what they do now is they've done so many collabs with different people. Like the fucking LeBron James is in the game. Like I could show you all my skins. Like there's every Marvel character's in the game, every DC character, and like it all works with that style. Like so it kind of works with that style. If it was more real gritty, I don't think it would. Yeah. And I think like because that's what all the other ones are though. That's why like like PUBG and like the Call of Duty Warzone, like all those kind of games. They are like that, and they're all kind of the same. Fortnite is different, and I think what sets Fortnite apart is the building, like how you can actually build structures and protect yourself.
But I also think the fact that it is cartoony, like I think maybe parents are like, oh, it's not that bad.
Yeah.
Now I got a question for you. Do you have like a certain skin where you're like, I'm not fucking around anymore skin?
Christmas thickness.
Yeah. Mine is that like that pug, like that dog dude, like in his hoodie. I'm like, all right, I'm not fucking around anymore. I'll switch to that guy.
I'll pull up Christmas thickness over here because I can't pull up the game because it's not able to access.
Yeah.
But that way Peter can.
I heard something about how they had tried to do like a Martin Luther King thing. Like
I skipped that week of Fortnite. I was like, I don't even want to.
I heard involved. It was a total shit show because it's like you have people from different countries that don't know what Martin Luther King means to America.
Yeah.
And so they were like, you know, dancing and shit while he's giving his speech.
Yeah. Let's see. Where is she at?
Yeah, like I said, like my when you pull up Christmas thickness, pull up the pug dude so Peter knows.
Christmas thickness.
Well, so that's my name for her that I told Scott.
Oh, but it's not the official name.
No.
Was a Dirty Papa Goose?
Yeah, Dirty Papa Goose.
Dirty Papa Goose, bro. I must change everything to that now.
Oh, here she go. There she is.
Oh, okay.
That's Christmas thickness.
Oh, okay. That's your favorite?
There's not a behind shot, but yeah, no, that's my go-to if I'm eating serious. Scott knows. He sees oh shit, Christmas thickness.
Oh snap.
2 C's.
So
pull up my pug dude.
Oh yeah.
Is it weird when us as people look at like cartoons or things that aren't?
That's my dude right there.
Oh shit.
That's the skin that I pull out when I'm like, all right, I'm not fucking around.
That's funny. That looks like your dog almost a little bit.
It used to, yeah.
Do you think it's weird when like men or just real life people look at like cartoon characters and it's like,
No.
You don't think it's weird?
I think okay, so I think
not
that,
weird.
I think
Is that weird? Is it not weird because you're part of the community?
No, I'm not. I'm not part of,
I think okay.
not part of that community, or I'm not a furry or anything like that. But I can understand why.
Okay. Yeah. So you understand why?
I get it, but it's not my thing. To each their own. But it's not my thing.
Yeah.
But
we
I
also,
get it.
We also grew up right.
But you're
like,
talking about like hardcore into it. Like I would smash that bitch if she's real. Like that extreme.
There's dudes that are like that.
Yeah, it's one thing to have like a crush on like Roxanne from like Goofy movie when you're little, but then when you grow up, right?
Oh, okay, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, you gotta be realistic.
Looking at some furry stuff.
Nah, you went down that furry rabbit hole. Hey, I see.
I did not go down a fucking furry rabbit hole.
I see that you got a picture of Britney Spears over there trending on Twitter or whatever. What the?
Is she free?
No, what's going on with her? She was posting pictures of her ass up on Instagram the other day.
Oh, I don't know. She's engaged. That's what it says right there.
She finally got engaged.
I guess so. Yeah.
She's free.
Yeah. Her dad dropped the conservator shit. I think.
But
He
so
filed
there's
to
no
end it.
person
I don't think so.
who is above her no more.
I don't think so.
Hey, well,
If I understand it correctly, yeah. We actually had somebody comment on our Britney
I was about
video
to
the
say
other
that.
day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, here at the M Theory, man, we're down for the cause, bro.
Yeah, you damn right.
We've been free Britney,
She
bro.
recognized. She saw it. She even said that. She's like, "Wow, this is a very important video you guys made."
Yeah.
So thank you
appreciate
for that. If you're watching
But
this,
I'm just a little confused about what she's doing now, like posting pictures of her butt.
she's free. She's free, dog. Let her be free.
Hey, bro.
Alright, to each their own.
When
Why you being a
when
hater,
other artists
Scott?
show pictures of their butts, we don't trip. Maybe
I know.
maybe we shouldn't trip with
my
her.
only thing with her was like, you just got your freedom.
Well, shit, maybe they can't take it away. She's like, shit.
Kiss my ass.
Kiss my
It's a
ass,
metaphor.
motherfucker.
It's a metaphor.
Yeah. No, that's dope. That's good for her, man.
Yeah, I'm happy for her.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hey, she's engaged, so she can finally be with her mans.
Mm-hmm.
She's not gonna have her dad holding her over.
Yeah.
She's not gonna have to be doing all that drug test shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, good for her.
Yeah. No, that's
Maybe
fantastic.
maybe she'll start doing the music thing again.
Yeah. Hey, can we talk a little bit about some of these football scores from week 1?
Yeah, we can.
Like I got some right here.
I'm gonna check it out real quick.
First thing,
I watched some of the early games. I didn't really watch the afternoon games, but
well, the biggest one that surprised me, bro, Packers Saints. The Packers only scored 3 points.
yeah, Jameis Winston. How about him?
38, bro. I haven't seen any of the highlights. This is pure reaction.
Jameis Winston was out there balling, but
he?
yeah, that's
Well, good for him, bro. Good for him.
Aaron Rodgers shouldn't have resigned. He should have went somewhere else.
He should have, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, ain't it crazy? Like, I don't know. I'm pretty sure it's happened before, but I feel like there's almost every offseason, and sometimes during the season, there's always fucking beef with Aaron Rodgers and the Packers.
Every fucking season.
Yeah,
bro.
McCartney, and then the fucking new guy, and then like these people don't get me any draft picks. You draft my replacement.
Yeah.
And it's like, dude, just fucking move on.
Oh yeah.
Right? Like he could pull a Brady where he can go to a team that
He could go to any team right now. Literally any team.
Yeah.
Minus a couple.
But didn't he resign?
Just for a year.
Oh, okay. Bro, do that
So.
shit. Just fucking go somewhere like that has a pretty good squad, and just win yourself a Super
I guess
Bowl.
it's really about the right situation, because if he was to leave to go be a free agent, like go somewhere that actually has receivers, because that's his thing. Like
He's
at least he
never
has Devontae Adams right now.
Yeah.
But if he goes somewhere else, he's got to have somebody to throw to. So
Just don't go anywhere in the NFCs.
yeah.
Talking about the NFC East though, the fucking Eagles.
They put the whooping on
the Falcons.
Falcons.
So what I'm really hoping is that the Falcons just suck so much because they
the
got
Falcons really suck. They don't have a running back.
and they got a new coach.
They've got
right?
one receiver. Matt Ryan he hasn't been good for a couple of years now. Or he's been mediocre, but not to where it's going to put him at the next level.
Yeah, God, I hope they suck.
So no, yeah, they're not that good. They lost Julio Jones. Their defense has usually been good, but not today.
Yeah.
But the Eagles, man, I was thinking about this before the season started. I was looking at their roster, and I'm like, man, they've got a lot of young guys that like are on the precipice of possibly breaking out. You know, they have like Devontae Smith. They have the Heisman winner at receiver. He caught a touchdown today on his first ever catch. You know, and then they also have Jalen Reagor. So they have young targets. They have young players on the team. It's just, are they going to mature fast enough? And I think that's the thing with the Cowboys too. Is like we have a lot of young guys. Is like, how fast are they going to mature to like be able to compete on a high level?
Yeah, 100%. Well, the Washington lost to the Chargers. So what I'm hoping is...
The Chargers are really good, though.
Yeah, so what I'm hoping is we beat the Chargers and makes me feel better about at least Washington.
I could hope we can beat the Chargers, but I like the roster that they have. I like Keenan Allen. Justin Herbert's pretty good. Yeah. So, but they're again, that's another young team. There's a lot of teams that have a good, like, young core, and it's just like, are you proven? Like the Bengals, did they? Well, yeah, they won today. They beat the Vikings in overtime. Yeah. So like the Bengals are another like young core. Yeah. That like, are they gonna break out this year? The Browns again too. Like they lost by 4 to the Chiefs though. Yeah. Yeah. You know, so
man,
and like what I keep going back to is it's a 17-game season. Yeah. Yeah. So there's that one extra game, so you could fuck up a couple other times, and also like a lot of times like. First game of the year, so check back in a couple weeks, and that's when you really find out about a team. Like if somebody's like 0-4 at a certain point, you're like, yeah, they suck. Yeah. So
you don't want to talk about your football career? You could have made it pros, bro. What position did you play?
I was a fullback.
Damn, because you were stocky.
A little bit.
Yeah. You were like
that's middle school football though. Yeah. Like when you get up to high school and like 3 months into like your football program, like everybody like beefs up and you don't. Yeah. You don't want to be a fullback anymore.
Wonder if we were around the field at the same time together. In middle school. I played middle linebacker.
Ooh. Oh, I probably ran over you.
Oh, what the fuck ever. She. Bro, you played in North Garland your freshman year, right? Mm-hmm. Well, I fucking flipped the quarterback head over heels in one of the games.
Richard?
No. Okay, no, it wasn't North Garland. That might have been middle school. Yeah, no, that was middle school. Never mind.
Bro, I was about to say, you flipping?
No, not.
Why aren't you signed, bro?
That's because I went low. I'm small, so you gotta go low, bro.
Yeah.
You gotta be dirty,
bro.
Big dirty.
Y'all know about my football career, bro?
Are we talking about soccer or football?
No, he's talking about his Jackson Viking career.
Yeah, my Jackson Viking career, bro.
Oh.
Yeah. So, my experience in football is like ghetto apartment football, meaning one quarterback and then everybody's a receiver. Mm-hmm. And so I got hands I could catch, right? Yeah. But the thing is, like, I'm Mexican, bro. My parents, like, they don't watch football. They don't explain the different positions, you know? So I'm like, throw me the ball, I'll catch it and try to score. You know, like you know, I don't know much else, right?
Yeah.
So like one year I was like, man, but I really liked playing, so I tried out.
Did you play 7th and 8th?
No, I just played 8th, maybe. Okay. Because I finally got the nerve to like do it. Because, you know, also at the time I was just hanging out with my Hispanic friends. None of them played. They all played soccer. I want to play football because I come from these little ghetto apartments where like I'm playing football and shit. And so, like, you know, I kind of signed up on my own. And, you know, I don't know what the hell's going on, right? I didn't know there was so many positions, you know? And so, you know, I did a little bit and, like, but I'm lost. The whole time I'm lost, right? So it's, like, the only thing that I ever, like, knew, like, what to do is when somebody was like, hey, you're going to run over there 5 yards, turn and catch the ball. I'm like, great, because I could do that. Like, I count to 5 and I can catch. And so, like, I had, like, some little highlights because the guy threw it behind me, you know, I popped that hell up, caught it, you know. So it's like, oh, right? People were high-fiving me. I'm like, yes, I've been accepted to the team, right? Well, the problem was we went to our first game, bro. And so, like, I don't know what's going on, right? Like
the pressure set in?
Nah, like, I didn't care, bro. Like, I don't care. Yeah. And, but the thing is, we're getting our asses whooped by Sellers. Remember Sellers Middle School?
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, we got our ass whooped, right? And so I don't know. So the coach, he's like, this guy doesn't know. So finally, he's like, we're already getting our ass whooped. He's like, all right, you guys are gonna go out. Peter, you're gonna be a linebacker. And I'm like, all right, cool. I don't know what the fucking linebacker is, bro. And Clayton, it's funny that we brought him up because Clayton was the other linebacker, right? And so I'm like standing out there. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, right? And so then like I see these guys in front of me get on the 3-point stand. So I get in 3-point stand. Clean's like, hey, get up. We don't have to do that. I'm like, oh, okay. So I stand up. And then from that point forward, like I was a little quick. I got some tackles. I was like, oh shit, cool. And I think like the coach was like, oh, if I tell this guy what the fuck to do, like I think he might be able to.
Right.
We got something here, right?
Yeah.
Well then, I'm not. So I played baseball my whole life, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not used to the fucking football coach kind of like motivate you speech. So the very next practice, Coach Van Winkle is giving his like speech. He's like, if you guys don't love football, if you don't eat shit and breathe football, then just get the fuck off the field. You know, because this is, and like, bro, I didn't know that shit was supposed to pump me up, but I was like,
Well, all right, I guess.
yeah, I was like, I don't love football. You know, I was like super Mexican back there. You know, I have my little accent. You know, I don't love football, so I go, and I just walk to the what did I do? I walked to the locker room. And I took off all my pads and shit. I get in my normal clothes, and I walk up to the coach, and the coach is like, Peter, what the fuck are you doing? And I'm like, I don't love football, coach. He's like, what? I was like, you said if we don't love football for us to go, and I don't love football. And he's all like, what the he's like, just leave the pads on the desk. I'm like, okay.
He didn't even fight to keep you?
Bro, it's because like,
Oh my gosh.
I think I was so oblivious to what was going on, bro.
Yeah.
But like there was times where he would tell me, because he put me as a defensive end, and I thought like I didn't know what I was doing. I thought all I had to do was push the guy in front of me.
Yeah.
So the whole time I'm just pushing this guy in front of me. So one time he's like, Peter, what the fuck are you doing? I'm like, I don't fucking know, dude. Like you had me line up here.
You just put me here.
Yeah, I don't know. You didn't explain what I had to do. Like this is my first year, right? He's like, get the quarterback. I was like,
Yeah.
oh, that's easy. The very next play, bro, I fucking spin move and get a fucking sack, bro. Like, what? I would have gotten the sack, but the dude threw it. Like, he threw it right before I tackled him. So, it wasn't technically a sack, but...
Still, though.
Yeah, but still...
My first year of football was in 5th grade. I played for the Garland Y.
Yeah.
Like, I was really, like, smaller than, like, a lot of the other kids, too. But since I was the only one who knew how to hike a football, they made me a center.
Oh, shit.
So they made me a center. They're like, okay, so you're small. This is what you're going to do, right? You're just going to, like, jump down, like, at the knees of the guy in front of you, make sure he falls on top of you. That's what they told me to fucking do. So, first game, that's what I do. Although, like, I almost did have a freak out moment because the quarterback put his hand, like, his knuckles up under my nuts to, like, catch the thing. I was like, hold on, what?
Nobody told me this was part of the plan.
I was like, what the fuck is this? So I was a little weirded out when I turned around and hit my own guy. But I hiked the ball and like hit this dude, like tall dude, like in the knees, and he went, ah! And like fell on me. And I was like, oh, that's what I do. Yeah. So every time after that, after I got used to having like the quarterback's like hand on my nuts, I'm like, I don't like this.
No. Do you remember?
You said after you got used to it, you're like, I like this.
Close.
Because the guy would do this thing right here. You go.
Yeah. He'd be like,
Give
on
you a
3.
check your oil.
He's like on 3.
He's
So
like,
he'd be like,
On
1,
3, but for
2,
you, on 2.
3.
On 3, but for you,
bro,
2.
you remember Muhammad? The tall, like, big guy?
Yeah.
Muhammad?
Muhammad.
So
yeah. I forgot his last name, but yeah.
Yeah, I forget his last name, but this dude was a big guy. Like he was taller than everybody, and he was big. You know, and so I don't know why the coaches thought this shit was funny, but you know sometimes they have those football drills where you like go at each other, right? And I see this dude, and I'm like, what the fuck am I gonna do, right? So like they're like, yeah, you guys go at it, and I'm like, dude, again, I'm barely understanding what the fuck is going on. I'm like, I gotta take this motherfucker out, shit. They say hut, bro. I came in with the helmet and I went boom right in his stomach, bro. And they're like, hey, don't do that. You're gonna break your neck. I'm like, dude, I'm like using everything in my power to get past this dude, right? He's like,
right?
Yeah, it's like this is not fair. I'm like a skinny like punk, you know. And so then like I got in trouble. So then they made me go again, and this motherfucker just ran me back. I'm like,
I remember doing those drills, and I felt really bad because like. I went up against. Do you remember Carson Holmes? Him and I.
Sounds familiar.
We were about the same build. I don't think he had as much aggression in him as I did, and I was still like really mild.
Carson Holmes.
They put us against each other to see how we would do, and so I don't know why I did this. I made my friend look dumb because like we ran at each other, right? But instead of us like like going like head on hitting, I just like flipped this motherfucker over me.
Shit.
And the coach was like, yeah. And
You're
then,
like, woo!
and then I thought I could do it against like some big Mexican kid, and I was like, nah, like I could barely throw him down.
Bro, you remember when the new guy fought Zifo? You remember Zifo?
I remember Zifo, yeah.
Zifo, bro, you weren't at
Who?
Jackson. Zifo, he was
He was like the tough guy.
yeah, he was the tough guy, bro. You don't
one of like the top 3 tough guys.
yeah. You wouldn't mess with him.
No, I don't know anything. about him.
But here's the thing that happened, right? Zifo had been in class since day one, right? So everybody knew this. That don't fuck with this guy, right? Like he will fuck you up, right? This new guy came in, right? And he was new, and I was a friendly guy. I was like, hey, I'll be your friend. You know, I'm getting to know him, and all this stuff, right? I have him in one of my classes. Next thing you know, we're in football together, and then we're like on a water break, and we're all getting water. And I turn around, and this dude's fighting Zifo, bro. And Zifo like takes him down, like the dude falls down, you know. And Zifo's like hitting him. And I was like, dude, I can't be friends with you no more, bro. You got on his bad side, bro. I'm trying to stay away from his fucking
ass whooped.
Yeah, it's not because he got his ass whooped. It's who he got it. Well, yeah, who he got his ass whooped by, bro. It's like shit, bro. I can't be like he might think we're like friends and shit. Next thing he'll come at me.
Yeah.
To try to get to you, bro. You know, I'm trying to.
I'm not trying to be your buffer.
Yeah.
He was not approachable. Like to be like friendly with Zifo was.
Yeah.
Like at least not to me. When like he never fucked with me. I never like disrespected him. But I was friends with his girlfriend.
That's not a good look,
Well, I mean,
especially for you.
Yeah. I think that.
yeah, wouldn't like that.
Yeah. No, I didn't know the guy that well, right? But in my little experiences with him, I think it's like he wasn't like a bully. Like,
No.
like I don't think that he was somebody like who would just try to fight you. But like, so he seemed like a nicer guy because I was around him, you know, like and stuff like that.
Wait, who are we talking about? The new kid?
Zifo.
Oh, okay,
No,
okay.
Zifo. He like
Yeah.
my experience with him was never bad, but I also wasn't like an aggressive person. Like I wasn't always trying
You
to
weren't
show.
about to like push the boundaries.
Yeah. Because I knew that if he did,
I've seen him hit somebody. I was like, nope.
Yeah. Man, and ain't it crazy? Like back in high school, like in grade school, like you see all these fights. I kind of miss that.
Yeah.
Like
Never see fights anymore.
Nah, like it's God, man.
Go
I
to
kinda
YouTube
miss
for
it.
that.
Yeah, but still.
Somebody like in person though.
Yeah, bro. I was such an instigator, bro. I was the one that like if people start talking shit, I'd be like, ooh, kick his ass, you know.
You would be.
Yeah, I was super.
I can see that.
I was super instigator. Man, it was just always fun to see fights in school, man.
Yeah.
That's why I never got in trouble in school because I never fought in school because I was a good kid.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying it was fun getting in fights. I'm saying it's fun watching fights.
I always got scared and I tried to run away.
Yeah,
Even
I
like
don't want to be involved.
really, like, even
Yeah,
if there's like a large group of people, you're not gonna get involved.
I'm pussy.
you would run away just from watching though.
I'd watch a little bit and then I'd be like, all right, I need to get out
It's
of
getting
here.
too close.
You'd see
It's getting a little too real.
You'd see that one hit where you're like,
Where it's like, oh, this shit was real. I heard his teeth clack.
Yeah.
oh, I've
So,
heard some teeth clack.
yeah.
I've heard like some full on knuckle to like temple like hits before. I'm like, ooh.
So I'm saying like a temple hit and you hear the teeth clack or like a chin.
Yeah.
I've seen some fights from like North
I'm
Carolina.
like, okay, I'm gonna get out of here and go to class.
Yeah.
Like I'm like, oh, I can't believe I'm watching this, but I gotta see how it ends.
Yeah. No. Some of those fights, man, are crazy. It's like, what's going on? Like,
I didn't even know these two people knew each other. Why are they beefing?
yeah, wasn't it weird? Like when you like knew, like you were cool with the two people, like you have one in one class, you have one in another class. And you guys are cool. And the next thing you know, you're in a cafeteria, you see them fight, and you're like, whose side do I have?
You get that out of body experience. You're like, man.
Guys, you guys are y'all would be cool because you guys are cool with me, and you guys are very similar. Like I know y'all would get along. Don't fight.
Sometimes those people are too similar. They get into them fights.
Yeah, that's a problem, too,
bro. So we have a common friend. He goes by the name DH, right? And
The smelly one.
yeah.
Okay.
Ooh, what other DH?
Wow.
This is the only DH, bro. Well, anyways, he said
Doogie Howser.
he said the funniest thing to me one time, bro. So it's like, who was he? We were beefing with somebody. You might
keep talking.
you might know, like, it was something happened where like I feel like it was somebody who was like close to us, and all of a sudden like everybody just disliked this person, right? And so our friend DH came up to me one day, right? He's like, bro, I went up to that guy and I freaking charged him up, bro.
Keith.
It was Keith? Yeah, he's like, I charged him up, bro. I like threw a kick at him.
This DH.
Oh shit! Don't show that shit on camera.
I'm not showing it on camera.
Okay.
What happened?
That DH?
That DH?
That DH.
Bruh.
He looks like a cult member in that photo.
Oh, he definitely looks like a Branch Davidian.
Can you bleep out DH, bro? What if he finds me?
As long as you didn't show that on camera, you're good.
No.
You got close to turn. I'm like,
Yeah, no. I looked. It wasn't on there.
This is for evading arrest.
Damn. You think he was like, y'all can't catch me, and like took off, but was like the slowest run ever?
I think his smell gave him away. They're like,
he's over here somewhere.
Damn.
Okay, well, so he comes up to me one day. He's like, hey, bro. So I went up to him. I charged him up. I was like, I threw a kick, and I was like this far away from him. I'm like,
no.
Really?
Who you're saying that story? That actually comes from Keith.
Oh, Keith threw the
Because
kick.
okay.
Oh, Keith would throw kicks.
Yeah, we need to get to the bottom of this. Hold up.
So at this particular point in his career,
Okay.
at North Garland,
Which one?
Keith.
Okay.
He was wearing corduroy suit jackets and bringing briefcases to school instead of a backpack.
Shady, don't do that.
And for some reason, he got into it with a former singer of your old band called the Helix.
Oh.
Way throwback. deep
Way
cut.
throwback.
And
That's why it was like we were beefing, right?
Yeah,
and I think it's
yeah.
because, to be honest, I think the lead singer, right, of the band, he was a little bit of I don't know if ladies man is a thing, but he was definitely trying all the
he was
time.
a pseudo ladies man. He was a tryhard. He was a sweaty.
Yeah. You
Like
know,
me.
You know, Jonathan knows him, right?
Who?
Starts with an N, ends with a T. Used to hang out with someone who has the initials of T and J. Read between the lines.
I'm pretty sure.
He was taller. He always kind of had like that Caesar cut, but like
Had the
bangs up.
No. Also had the Van
Van
Damme
Damme lump.
The Van Damme lump. Remember that? Damn, bro.
No.
He never like hung out with us like we hung out, but
I used to be.
Have I met this person?
Yeah,
I think
he used
so.
to be over.
We'll say his name
he used to
afterwards.
be over down the street from your house all the time growing up.
were you at his party where Justin almost got in a fight? Was he at that party? Remember?
Jonathan wasn't there.
When we played for the band? No.
Yeah.
It was like early time.
I
Anyways,
am lost.
but
Yeah,
That's
anyways,
no.
actually
okay.
how you and I became like good friends because like
As soon as you say it, I'll probably be like, "Oh, motherfucker." Anyways,
Yeah.
Nick.
T.
oh, you know he watches this shit.
Oh, he didn't.
Oh, he does. Oh well, just bleep that out. But anyways,
He
so-
don't watch us. He don't care about us.
yeah. So Keith was beefing with Nick, right? And
Yeah.
Because I think Nick was trying to get to.
I mean, I don't know. I think
I think so. I think it had to do with the girl.
it could have had to do with a girl, but I also think it had to do with a lot with Keith, like not knowing how to come out, right?
Yeah. Because at that time you'd already smashed his girl.
I mean, I have my Don. I have my Don Quixote.
bro.
I have my Don Quixote. Y'all are both gonna like high five about me smashing someone's girlfriend,
Bro,
Y'all are fucked up.
you did it.
It was the way he did it.
I was Don Quixote.
Let's not talk about the way you did it.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
No,
already
I was
did.
Don Quixote, man.
Okay,
Anyways, I remember Keith was like talking, and he was like, yeah. He's like, I went up and I did like a spin kick move and put my foot in his throat.
He did a full roundhouse, right?
Allegedly.
Allegedly did a full roundhouse. Came within inches, bro.
Millimeters.
So this
if you
was
will.
almost
That's how you
lethal.
know it's fake because he.
No, bro. This shit was almost lethal, bro. Well, you see, DH wasn't having none of that, right? Because he was in the band, bro. So he had to stand up for our boy, right? So I guess there was a confrontation in the hall where DH, bucked up, right? So he comes up to me and he's all like, "Hey, bro, like I charged Keith up." I was like, "Word?" He's like, "Yeah." I went up to him and I was like, "Well, what's up then?" I was like, "Oh shit, what happened?" He's all like, "The bell rang. I had to go to class." I was like, "What the fuck, dude?" It's like if you would have fought him, bro, you think you would have gone to class anyways, bro?
Bro.
Man. And bro, those, how many stories do we have of those of like Come on,
I
like
was about to fuck this person up.
Yeah.
But then like the 2-minute bell rang.
the 2-minute bell rang. Was like, I had
Like
to go.
Scott when
try
he
to-
said he was gonna come over and whoop my ass and he didn't.
Bro,
Oh, man,
this is
that's
like the 5th time you brought it up, bro. I think you want all the.
You know what? It was DH that talked him out of it too.
Oh, damn.
Because shortly after DH was all like, I'm gonna fuck everybody up, he was starting to drink like the church sauce. And we were going to this church that were like, they're like, all right, everybody, put your hands up in the air. We can start speaking in tongues, like, blah, 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 like doing that shit. And I was like, so y'all gonna break out the snakes, or like what's gonna happen here? That's probably why he looks like a Branch Davidian in that photo.
Maybe.
But then he like turned real churchy. And he's like, Scott, don't go fight Jonathan.
Because he knew you were gonna get your ass whooped.
He was like, God does not want you to fight him.
Because
like,
you know I'd smite that ass.
Bro.
No, I was like, the Lord wants me to go fuck him up. That's exactly what I said. But he kept like getting in my way, kept pushing me. He's like, no, Scott, don't do it, don't do it. And I like at a certain point, I was like, I'm mad at you now.
Can I ask?
You know where I live.
What was so bad that you guys were gonna come to blows?
Motherfucker ate my hamburger.
So that's what happened.
I
Our
feel like
man's
hey, don't fuck with me, bro.
literally over some hamburgers.
It was over some hamburgers.
Nah, okay, it's more than that. So let's put it on tape. And
Oh,
we'll
so-
end the podcast with this because I'm gonna come with some hot fire, all facts.
Look,
so, go
I
ahead.
just say first ground rules, Bryce. This is in the past, okay? Let's not rekindle certain
Yeah, no,
flames.
I've told the story numerous times. Talk shit to his face.
Okay, okay,
Where he talked shit to his bygones.
Okay,
bygones. It's a long time ago. We were young and stupid.
Yeah.
Anyways, so this was 2005,
you
and
concur?
my buddy was like, "Hey, yo, you should come to the Battle of the Bands at Naaman because there's this girl that likes you, and it's gonna be a blind date, right?"
Same Battle of the Bands that I wasn't at that.
It was like the school Battle of the Bands, or
Yeah,
whatever.
We went the next year.
Oh, okay.
So, anyway, so he was like, "Hey, you should come over to Zach's. We're doing a cookout." I'm like, "Well, I'm gonna do this Battle of the Bands thing first. There's this girl that likes me, and I don't know who. You know, I'm gonna check out this situation first, right?
Yeah.
So so I get there. Situation wasn't looking too hot. So I call my boy.
Meaning?
You weren't gonna hit that night.
No, it wasn't about hitting. It was just like, oh no, like she was not my type, and she was not pretty at all. And
Oh, like you was gonna
I
get
was
hooked
like,
up.
I mean, to be a dick, I mean, she wasn't pretty, and I was like, I was trying to be nice, and like I knew she was, but I was like, I'm not into her at all.
Was it like a blind date type situation?
Yeah, it was a blind date
where she knew
situation.
you was coming.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because my boy was like, "There's a girl that likes you." I'm like,
Ah.
"Okay, cool." And then I was like, "You a hoe."
He didn't give you
So-
a name, bro. You didn't get
No,
a name before you were.
No,
out,
it was a
bro?
blind date thing. Yeah.
You got
Anyways,
bamboozled, bro.
I know.
Was it like
so
come with like an orange scrunchie on your left hand so you know who's who?
So anyways, so I call my boy Scott, right? And mind you, compared to where Naaman's is and where Zach's parents is literally 2 minutes, right? I call my boy up.
Oh yeah, I remember.
I call my boy up and I'm like, "Hey, yo, dog, this Battle of the Band shit ain't looking too hot. Can you come scoop me?" And he goes, "Sure. I'm finishing eating right now, and then I come get you." Cool, right?
Hey, wait, but did you say it in like code terms where it's like, hey,
No,
I'm at the
it was
Battle of the Bands,
literally.
but these guitars ain't tuned, if you know what I'm saying,
No,
right?
I was real because I was already outside at this point.
Okay, cool.
So about 10 minutes were by, and I call him back and I say, "Hey, never mind, my dad's gonna come pick me up."
It wasn't even 10 minutes, bro.
Yeah, it wasn't even 10 minutes, but I'm like, "Hey, my dad's gonna."
Let me interject real quick.
Okay, wait. I want to make sure I understand. So you got out of the Battle of Bands, you asked him for a ride, and then
Say, "Hey, come pick me up. You're 2 minutes away.
Yeah.
I want to come to the barbecue."
and you say not even 20 minutes later.
No, not even. So literally, he was like, "Hey, like this girl is like." I remember he referred to her as a Pat, which means he didn't know if she was a boy or if she was a girl. It's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
from like SNL. Remember,
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
Pat.
yeah.
That's what my man's over there said she was.
It's a
And I was
Pat,
like,
bro.
I was like, that's fucked up. I was like, but I know
Hey.
exactly what you mean.
Yeah.
I was like, so let me finish eating real quick, and then of course, I'll be your white knight. I'll come get you, right?
Yeah.
Probably 5 minutes.
What car were you driving?
At the Malibu.
Okay.
So I could have been.
That purple Malibu.
He was like, "You gonna send the wolf?" I'm on the way. No, so anyways, like I'm like, yeah, let me finish eating real quick,
Yeah.
and then like, of course, I'll come get you. So not even. It was probably like 4 or 5 minutes later, right?
Yeah.
He's like, "Hey, don't even worry about it. I called my dad after I talked to you. my dad wants me to like go with him.
You say 4 or 5 minutes later. You're saying 20.
No,
I said 10.
Oh, 10.
Yeah,
10. Okay.
It was he's like
Something
less than
like that.
10.
Okay.
Literally, it was like a real quick turnaround.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, okay. I was
Yeah.
like, that's cool. Like, I don't mind getting you from your house. I don't mind, whatever. If your dad wanted to get you or whatever, fucking go with your dad.
Yeah.
But I didn't really understand why he couldn't bring Jonathan over to our house. But whatever.
I can't remember. It was fucking 20 years ago.
Yeah.
But so, anyways, in the meantime, your boy was hungry. So
No, but I'm like, hey, just pick me up at my house? Cool, which is an extra like 5 more minutes.
Yeah,
but still.
it was a far,
yeah,
Like,
so
cool.
let me-
So
I said,
I'm
let me know when you get
expecting
there.
like, cool, he's gonna pick me up when I get there. So I'm waiting like 30 minutes at my house, right? And I finally call him like, hey, yo, dog, or no, maybe not 30 minutes, but I call him when I get there. I'm like, hey, when are you gonna come pick me up? And you're like, oh, I'm finishing eating, then I'll come get you. I'm like, all right, cool, whatever. 15 minutes go by.
from the initial call.
And and then I call him again. I'm like, hey, where you at, bro? Like, I'm still here waiting. He's like, oh, I just finished eating. And I go, oh, well, there better be a fucking hamburger there when I get there. And he goes, actually, I just ate the last one.
And this
This means this motherfucker ate like 4 hamburgers.
I only had 3.
only had 3. And
But this is all within literally this is all within like a 30-minute time window.
okay. So you left Naaman. You got to your house. This is about 30 minutes.
No, from the time that he called me
Oh, okay.
to the time he called me again.
Okay.
to
Already being at the house.
Yeah,
Okay,
to the
okay.
time that I'm ready to go pick him up
Yeah.
is 30 minutes.
Oh, okay.
So you know me, I'm like, okay, whatever. Like he's only missing 30 minutes of this party. Like he ain't gonna be mad.
Yeah.
But he
But
was.
you don't like waiting.
It wasn't that. It was the food situation.
So
Oh snap!
he wanted that free food, dog.
You were expecting a
It
burger.
was Zach's Burgers.
So
Zach makes a mean-ass
Zach-
hamburger.
Oh,
Zach
okay.
fucking
That
cooked
good?
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
They would've
could.
pissed
Enough
off
to
at
almost end a friendship, or it did for a year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
So instead of just being like, "Hey, it's not cool, man. Like, I wanted to hang out with you guys. I wanted to eat or whatever," he just immediately goes into, "You know what? Fuck you. Fuck Zach. Fuck everybody.
You said fuck Zach too?
He was like, "Fuck."
I
his
said fuck
piece of
everybody.
shit."
I told everybody. When I say everybody, everybody. Everybody
he's
you
like-
know?
Yeah.
Everybody.
So he was like,
Me
fuck.
too.
No, not you.
You
No.
weren't
wasn't
involved
there.
in this
Okay.
particular
Yeah.
situation.
Okay.
But he's like, fuck you, fuck Zach, fuck everybody at the party, fuck his parents, fuck the
DH.
hamburgers.
Fuck his parents.
And
No, I didn't say fuck his parents.
you did. You like,
Did I really?
yeah. You're like, fuck his parents. You're like, fuck everybody. And he hangs up.
Savage,
on me.
bro.
And I'm like, this motherfucker. I was like, are you serious right now? I was like, fuck him. He ain't getting no food. But then, like, we also had a mutual friend, this girl, and she was like, started texting me. She's like, hey, like, everything cool with you and Jonathan? I was like, he just told everybody to fuck off because he didn't get a goddamn hamburger. And she's like, oh, he's over here talking shit about you and
On
everybody
AIM. I was talking shit on AIM.
And I was like, what a pussy.
Oh damn!
like,
You was mad, man.
I
I was real mad, bro. I don't know
like,
why
what
I
a
was
pussy.
feeling though. I think it was a combination of how the Battle of the Band shit popped off. I'm like, this motherfucker pulled up with this pat bitch. Like, I wasted my time. I could have already been at this party.
Yeah, you were already.
And then the
there.
fact that, like, he's like, oh, I'll come get you. And, like, kept hyping up. Like, at that point, I'd never had one of Zach's burgers.
Oh, neither
This
did I.
motherfucker was hyping, they were hyping this shit
I
up
didn't know I was gonna
like
have
it was, you were eating off the end of God's dick or some shit.
Damn, it was
And-
that good. They
and-
like
It's
that
like
thing.
eating God's crumb.
And
bro.
the fact that he ate 3 and then he was like, oh, I ate the last one, that just set me off.
First of all, I don't think I said I ate the last one, but I
yeah,
did,
yeah,
I
like,
did
oh,
tell
actually,
you
I
they
just
were
had
all
the
gone.
last one.
I
He
was
said,
like-
actually, I
was
just
like,
had the last one.
They're all gone.
So do you think if he would have told you, "Oh, I had 3," I don't think there was any more. Do you think it wouldn't have hit you as hard?
I was just hungry. And I was angry. I
You
was
were
angry. And
yeah.
So
so
then-
everybody go fuck themselves.
Can I? So you said fuck themselves, but then you talking shit on AIM.
yeah,
What was
he
the
wa-
I
biggest?
can't
burn?
remember who was it that...
You're talking to Kaylee.
Okay, yeah, Kaylee, yeah.
So Kaylee reached out to me and she's like, "Is everything cool with Jonathan?" I'm like, he's mad because of this hamburger situation. She's like, "Well, I think there's like some more shit going on because he's over here talking all kinds of shit."
What was
So-
the sickest burn you?
I think some of it too was, and Scott can admit this, that he wasn't always the nicest person. So I think a bunch of it too was like, I was just letting it all out. Any kind of frustration that we had previously had,
Yeah.
never really talked about before.
for like years. Of,
Yeah. So I think that's partly why I let it all out at once. Like,
Yeah.
I saw red and I was like,
Like a
fuck
bullet.
it. If I'm gonna burn the bridge, might as well burn the whole goddamn town
the
down.
whole fucking
So-
shit.
So she told me,
Yeah.
and so I called him. I'm like, "Hey," he's like, "What?" I was like,
Got my tough voice.
I was like, word on the street is you talking about this shit.
Okay, so you confront him, right? Now
Yeah.
I know you're pretty like you don't anger really easily.
Yeah, I'm pretty laid back, but I was like, word on the street is you talking all this shit. Like,
Yeah.
what you saying? He's like, yeah, man, I'm saying that you're a bitch. I'm saying fuck you. I'm saying all this shit.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, like it caught me off guard, right?
Let me ask you. Was your next line "Say it to my face"?
No.
Oh, okay.
I think I was like so like in shock. I was like, really? I was like, I think I remember being like, over some fucking hamburgers. Like, you're really willing to say all this shit over some fucking hamburgers? I was like, you need to grow the fuck up. And I think I hung up.
Oh,
and
so you hung up first. You hung up second.
And no, like, so I was like, you need to grow the fuck up, and I hung up.
Yeah.
But then, like, I was talking.
How'd that make you feel? Did it
I think it just made me more angry.
yeah, I was about to say.
So I'm thinking that this is gonna like go right.
Yeah.
But then I go over to TJ's house, and now there's no girls involved. Like there's no parents around, and it's just Kaylee again, like saying Jonathan said. I couldn't tell you like verbatim like what she said, but she's like he said this, and this, and I was like, whoo, okay. So then I call him back.
Wait. Let me ask before you go there, right?
Uh-huh.
What do you think was the one thing you said that really made him angry? And then you tell us what it was.
Oh, I can't remember.
Oh, you can't remember?
No, like
Okay, what was one thing you remember that you were like, oh, fuck this guy?
I don't think it was like one specific thing.
It was
I think it was just like the laundry list. So I was like, holy
Motherfucker
shit.
couldn't handle the heat.
I was like, you
Damn.
fucking like at that point.
Because you said fuck you. You already called him a bitch. Was it like were you like, oh, dumbass boy type shit?
Long titty, no nipple having ass bitch.
Oh no, there was. I remember there was something in there. He's like Jonathan was like, I hate that motherfucker. That's why I never gave him gas money for always taking me to school. I kept that shit for myself because fuck him. Something along those lines. And I was like,
That's sick
I
burn.
was like, that didn't really sting, but fuck you first of all.
That's sick burn.
Like
bro.
that's what I was thinking.
That's sick burn. That's
So-
good. I like that.
So
I'm gonna use that.
So I called him again. I was like, hey,
That's
like,
why I never give your ass gas money. That's good. That's so sick. That's
I
cool.
was like, Kaylee said you said all this shit, and he was like, yeah, what are you gonna do about it? And I was like, oh, I'm on the way.
I was ready, bro. I was ready.
You see, I thought that it was gonna be like, say it to my face, but you're like, yeah, I said it, and what? This is a good story.
So I was like,
this is a great story.
he was like,
fuck with me, bro.
He's like, what? I was like,
When I'm real mad?
Yeah.
I was like, I'm on the way. And he was like, he was like, I'll tell my dad. I remember that part. I was like, so he's talking shit.
You're not come over here. I'm telling my dad.
So I call his bluff. I was like, oh, I'm on the way.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm gonna tell my dad. I was like, tell your dad, I'm gonna fuck him up too.
Ooh.
And so
Wait. We gotta let that breathe a little bit, bro. That's sick. Good job, bro. Both of you guys are. I like it.
Let the
like-
fire fly.
As a third
So-
party, I just want you to know. So far, neither one of y'all is looking like a bitch thus far. To me, I like it. I like
So
it
this
so
is where
far.
it ends though. I don't know what happened from his part, but I'm like, I hang up the phone, and I'm like, all right, boys, I'll be back.
Yeah. How far did you get to actually going? Did you get in your car?
Before Dustin was like pulling at me,
Uh-huh.
like I was trying to fight to get out the door.
Oh.
But I was like,
You were right.
Dustin's like the main person, like who's like pushing me back.
Yeah.
But Zach was like at that point, even though Zach was like not wanting to like really like deal with what Jonathan had said, he was like, "No, don't do it. It's not worth it." Like, Dustin is the main one who I remember.
Yeah.
But I'm like,
you totally killed that whole DH thing, by the way. But
oh yeah.
continue.
Well, you know what I mean. DH was even trying to like hug me, right?
Yeah. Like you ain't going nowhere.
Like don't go anywhere. Don't do it. God don't want you to do it. I remember that. So. No, seriously, right? Like this is where we're getting.
God was watching out for me, I guess.
Shit.
No, he's like, God doesn't want you to go fight him. I was like, no, the Lord wants me to go fuck him up, and his dad's gonna get
Give
it
him
too.
a holy ass whooping, and his bro.
So, cause
I'm gonna show my dad. I'm gonna show my dad this.
One thing is I could see you getting mad, right? I can see you getting mad, but I can't see you telling you're gonna whoop somebody's dad's ass. Like,
oh,
I have seen him get mad.
I've almost been arrested for threatening an old man and his wife. That's a different.
Anyways, more of the story is
different
Scott
story.
didn't show up like a bitch.
So, anyways, yeah. Like I said, like Dustin's the main one who's like, God doesn't want you to do it. God, come on, Scott, like don't do it. They're pulling me back in the house.
Yeah.
And No, I didn't go over there, but I was trying to get out the door as hard as I could before I finally got fed up with them. Yeah. And I just like stewed in. I was like, well, I'm gonna catch. I was like, it's Saturday. I'll catch that motherfucker on Monday. And so that's what
at school.
Yeah. So that's what I kept thinking to myself. I was like, I'll catch this motherfucker on Monday. I'll catch this motherfucker on Monday. So we got lunch. I think I see him in the hall. That's when I'm gonna do it. That's when I'm gonna see this motherfucker. And then like I was able to sleep that night. So I was like, I'll let him sleep on it, right? I was like, I didn't get to go do what I wanted to do. Catch him on Monday.
So my question is, you eventually left his house and went home, right?
No, I had like other people in my car.
So you had to take them home.
And I think I got really high.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, you should have still pulled up.
I don't think I could have done that like stoned.
Nah, I wouldn't have.
I would have been like, where you at?
Yeah.
So the fact that you didn't go saved a friendship.
No.
No?
Oh, no.
No.
Well, I mean, I'm saying, do you guys think if y'all would have fought, you'd be sitting here today?
I don't know if...
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, I think we could. I think there's a difference between like young men and older men. Like you can talk that shit out. In that moment, though, like I was seeing.
I was like, "Fuck the world." Apparently,
I was seeing red. But like, I do remember Jonathan. He reached out to me. Like,
were you at a point where Scott was just on the other end? But were you so mad that like you could have replaced him with anybody else? And you would still been
it wasn't like anything like that. No.
Oh, okay.
No, I was just mad.
Yeah. Okay.
So like I said, like from my end, I was like being pulled back by like fucking the crowd, and then I got under the influence. But what
it mellowed you out.
Like what I said though was like what made me be able to sleep that night was like I was like I'll catch him on Monday. That's what
this is where the conspiracies start.
No. But like that's literally what happened from my end. Like from your end, like when I didn't show up, like.
How'd you feel? Like, were you just ready? You were just sitting there ready.
I'm like, what a pussy.
Oh, really?
Shit.
But I was actually, I'm not gonna lie. I will admit, I'm like, I did go out of my way to ignore the normal spots that I would be that Monday. But
hold on. But no, I'm talking about that night though.
With that night, you were just like sitting there waiting.
Oh yeah, I was just pull up, motherfucker.
Damn.
Did you tell your dad what I said?
No, they didn't know.
Yeah, what'd you do to pass the time? Like, because you don't know. If
I was on AIM, bro.
Oh,
I was laying on my stomach in my room on my computer.
And was it getting you more heated? Like, was it getting like keeping you?
Yeah, like when I'd hear more and more shit, I'm like, okay.
Oh shit.
And random people start eyeing me, like, heard you talking shit. I'm like, what's up?
Oh, so you were talking shit to like multiple people?
Yeah.
Damn, bro. Yeah. So
I was full fuck the world.
He took it out on me on the phone, but like everybody else, he was like keyboard warrior.
Yeah.
But
I mean, y'all knew where he lived, so I mean.
But so
I think it's different to keyboard warrior when you talking shit on the internet and like nobody knows where you're at. I think that was pretty brave of you, bro.
But,
I'm not afraid.
Man, so I show up to school.
Pull up.
So I show up to school on Monday.
Bro, it's so funny because you're like, I didn't fight in high school, but they're like, you're so mad.
Undefeated, motherfucker.
So on Monday I show up and I'm like looking for him. Now I'm like literally like looking for him.
Yeah.
And like lunchtime comes and
I ate lunch in the choir room.
I was like,
did you sing it?
Here's the thing. Let me just say this because this is where the conspiracies come into play, and I know it's not really a conspiracy.
Some of it's a joke.
So that Monday was the first day of baseball tryouts, by the way.
Oh damn.
Or like that Monday night was baseball tryouts, right? So a kid who didn't even have a working knee got a spot on the team over me because they said, "Oh, well, last week you failed one class, so you're a liability." So they wouldn't let me be on the team, but it was a kid whose parents were like paying a shit ton of money to the boosters. So like, my parents never did that shit. Yeah. My mom like would work the concession stand, but they didn't just fucking pay people off, right? Yeah. So also like it was kind of like the perfect storm because that happened, and then everything had happened over the weekend with Scott. And so me and my parents made that decision that night, like, let's go to a different school. Because I wanted to play baseball. That was the main thing.
Yeah.
So I was like, I want to play baseball. So I was like, where can I go? And then what's funny.
Our scrub asses were over there.
What's funny. What's funny is and this is a true story. I went to Saxe, right? And my dad knew the baseball coach at Saxe. And I went up there, and I had a tryout with him, right? And the coach wanted me on the team, but I hadn't even enrolled in the school yet, right? Mm-hmm. So I go up to Saxe, and the first thing I realize is, they have a rule like you have to have your shirt tucked in. I'm like, don't like that. But I was like
that to actually go to school?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
So, but I was like,
Makes sense.
but I was like, Saxy's a really good baseball team. I'd love to be on their team, you know, just even be on it, just to have the experience, right? So, but when the principal found out that I had already tried out for the team, he automatically disqualified me and said, "You can't come here. You should have asked permission first." I'm like, "What the fuck?" And my dad was just like, "Well, fuck you," and we just left. And then we went up to North Garland, and it enrolled me first, and then we went to go to the field house, and that's when I saw Carrie, and I hadn't seen Carrie in like 4.5 years, and he's like, "Oh, what the fuck are you doing here?" I'm like, "Go here now, motherfucker."
That's when I met you through baseball, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I met you for.
So, and then that's, you know.
Yeah.
But, yeah, it just turned out it was that day, because then that Tuesday I left school.
So, from, like, my point of view, I was like...
So I dodged a big bullet.
Yeah.
Like, because I like, you know me, like, I'm not violent.
Oh,
like,
so
I was looking for him on Monday.
On Monday,
I was
you
looking
didn't
for
find
him
him.
everywhere.
And you
And I
didn't
was
find
like...
him.
I was like, this motherfucker skipped school. I didn't even know he was there.
Yeah.
But I was like looking for
Ate
him
lunch in the
everywhere.
choir room. He wasn't coming in the choir room.
I didn't even know what in all honesty, bro, I didn't even know where the fuck the choir room was.
Yeah.
Like you
It was at the very, like, front
And
of
so
the school.
by Tuesday, you didn't have to go to school because.
Yeah, Tuesday morning I went in and we unenrolled me.
Damn.
but so
And I'm walking out, I'm like, fuck yeah, peace out this bitch.
so
Did you
yeah.
walk past him and was like,
No.
At
That'd
that point,
been dope.
at that point, I probably would have chased him down.
No, because me and my dad showed up after school had already started, because we wanted to go before school because of the rush. And went in there, talked to the counselors and all that kind of shit, like, hey, we're going to unroll him. He's going to go to this school over here. And so, yeah.
biggest mistake of your life, bro? Coming to North Garland, bro. At least
No. Going to North Garland was the best thing that ever happened to me.
Really?
I felt so much more comfortable in North Garland than I did in Amen.
It's a lot less pretentious people, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
A lot more normal, real people.
Yeah.
Yeah. I felt right at home.
Yeah.
But then,
This asshole left. Fucking
then
bitch.
like a couple months later, he like reached out to me. He's like, "Hey man, like I know we went through this shit, but like, you think we'd be cool again?" And I was like, "No."
Yeah.
And so when I said no, he was like, "Well, fuck you then."
Yeah.
He went right back into it. But
I tried to extend the olive branch.
Yeah.
and all I said was like, "No,
Yeah.
no."
Fuck you then.
Yeah. Then he's like, "Fuck you."
Then we eventually, like, it was before we graduated, because
It was like right when we graduated.
it was the second half of junior year was when this was all happening. So then, like, a month before we graduated, I remember he came over with somebody else, and you came over in your thing. We sat out front of my house and talked for a little while. That's the first time we actually talked in a long time. And then the night of my graduation, we all met up at Chili's, and then we've been hanging out ever since.
Yeah.
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 So it wasn't. So when did the fight happen? Like in sophomore year?
2005. No, it was junior
No,
year.
it was like the latter.
Oh, okay. So it was about a year.
Yeah, so it was about a year and a half.
Break time of junior year.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, hey,
So a
look,
little over a year, yeah.
I'm really happy you guys made up,
Yeah.
and because now we're on the podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah. But like I said, like I'm not quick to.
But we
violence,
did prove that Scott won't pull up.
Yeah. Hey, you know what's crazy? For me being such a big asshole that I am, and like, I actually don't get in a lot of confrontations.
So what I was gonna say, like,
I try not to be confrontational.
So what I was gonna say about like how I threatened that old man and his wife, almost like the cops end up showing up, but we were over at DH's house. It was, I don't think you were with us that day. I know.
No, because I don't remember you charging
Yeah.
anybody up.
It was me. It was Matt. It was Dustin, and it was like another guy. We don't associate with him at all anymore. But he was there, and we were using Dustin's yard as like a slip and slide because it was raining. I remember that. But Dustin Dustin, fuck it.
Yeah, you
He
were
kept
fucked
saying
up.
like, "Hey,
We're
like,
2 hours in almost.
yeah."
So.
He was like, "Hey, like, don't go into the neighbor's yard because they're assholes and they'll come over here and tell my parents." I'm like, "Okay, cool." So we're riding that line of like running from like the edge of the yard, sliding in the middle, and then going, "Ha ha, it's so fun." Well, the neighbor comes, like, doesn't even like acknowledge us yet. He comes walking down his sidewalk, down the public sidewalk, and up Dustin's sidewalk, and he's like, just walking like he's about to get in the house. And then we realize kind of what's going on because like the door is open, but Dustin's parents aren't home, and this dude's trying to get in.
Oh shit.
And so we all jump in front of the door, and we're like, "Hey, like, what are you doing? Like, it's our buddy's house." And Dustin's like, "You can't come in here. My parents aren't home. All this other shit, right? Guy's like, yeah, I don't care. I'm tired of you, like, kids, like, doing this shit, like, pissing me off. I told you not to get in my yard. You're not in my yard. And we're like, hey, we're not in your yard, buddy. Like, now we're on his, like, doorstep. And I remember Matt was like, hey, like, be cool. This dude shoved Matt, like shoved him into the wall. Damn. And then everybody just, like mob mentality is, like, pushing this dude back, right? So a couple minutes later, this cop pulls up. And the cop's like, hey, like, I want all y'all to come outside. And so we're standing out there, and the guy comes outside with his wife. And the cop's like, all right, I want to get to the bottom of this. Like, what's going on? And I don't know why I did what I did or said what I said, but this old man and his wife are just fucking lying. They're saying that we did all these sorts of things. And the guy was like, the police officer was like, so you went up to their, like, try to get inside the house? Like, no. And the wife was like, we were on our side of the property the whole time. Like, these boys, like, attacked us. And I was like, fuck you. Fuck your wife. Y'all are fucking liars. I was like, I'll beat the shit out of you right now. I swear to God.
Damn, the white trash got out of this guy real quick.
In front of the cop.
And the cop, like, kind of, like, pushed me back. He's like, do I need to put you in cuffs, boy? And I was like, well... And as soon as I said, well, like, my mom pulled up, I was like, nah, we good.
Bro. All right, last story before we cut this off, right? It's real quick. One time, me and Scott were going to the movies.
What?
No. You had the Malibu, I believe. And Scott had to look for a parking spot. So he's like, hey, go up there by the tickets.
Oh, I thought
and I'm gonna go
actually
park the
thought
car.
about this the other day.
And I was like, all right, cool. So, you know, we went to AMC at Firewell. And so he pulls up. You know how, like...
We're running late.
You know, on, like, the northwest corner, right? That little stop sign, and then you just walk over. They have that parking spot, right? So we were at that corner, right? He lets me out. I get out of the car. He had his window down. I closed it. And I'm like... I forgot what I say. I'm like... Fuck you, bitch. I'm walking out like this, like making a really cool exit, right? And I turn around. Next thing you know, I hear, oh my God. I turn around. There's an old lady getting off of Scott's car, off the hood. She's like, golly gee, mister. She's old, bro. She said, golly gee,
Wait,
mister.
getting off the hood of your car.
He ran her over. She was across it. Because he was looking at me when I was like, suck my dick. Or I forgot what he said, but I flicked him off. And he was looking at me. He flicked me off. In the time I turned around, he's moving forward without looking. The old lady, bro, white hair, Betty White looking bitch, bro. Fucking, like, he ran her over. I turn around, and she's getting off his car and was like, golly gee, mister. Fuck. And so I... turned around and I walked away. I was like, Scott's about to go to jail. My ass is getting the fuck out of here.
I've never heard that story.
Yeah, bro.
You hit an old woman?
Bro,
I didn't hit her.
Wait.
I didn't hit her. That's the thing. I didn't hit her.
Bro, she was getting off his car, bro.
So what happened was...
Wait, she was
I'll let Peter tell his version. I'll tell you what really happened.
Okay, just real quick. I do want to not skip over the fact that the lady said, golly gee, mister. And then pause. Fuck.
All I remember was the gosh, mister part. But
Yeah. Oh my God.
So what happened was, like, Peter, like, wouldn't do his fucking cool little exit. And he's like, fuck you. And I'm like,
how does that excuse you to hit an old woman?
I'm like, fuck you back. I literally, it was like, I was like pulling out to like go. And I literally went maybe like half a foot. And this fucking bitch was in front of my car. And I didn't hit her. Like, because I lurched forward, she jumped on the hood of my car. Like, to avoid being, like, run over. Yeah. Like, that part I get. But she jumped on the hood of my car, and I immediately stopped, and I'm like, oh, my God, I am so sorry. But literally, she's looking at me with, like, fucking wide eyes, like, in terror. Like, gosh, mister. And then she did go, she's like, fuck. And I was like, fuck is right. Get off my hood, bitch. I got a movie to get to.
Bro, the funniest thing, bro, was when I saw that shit, bro. I literally saw it. I go, and I turned around and I walked away, bro. I was like, sorry.
I would have done the same thing.
You gotta take care of this shit on your own, buddy.
You're on your own, brother.
But
Shit, she just got off my car, and I was like, I said,
man.
I'm sorry again, and she just walked on.
Yeah, that was the funniest thing in the world. But guys, we're about 2 hours in.
Yeah.
If you're here this far, we appreciate you guys.
Apologize. Didn't know Scott murdered an old woman.
Almost. I think he's still on the
Jesus.
run for it.
Yeah. She was one of the original Golden Girls.
But
God.
guys, episode 25 in the books. Follow us if you like us. If you don't, talk some shit in the comments. That's cool too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Talk shit about Peter. Nobody ever talk shit about Peter.
Nah, bro. I'm the most loved member of this podcast. Peace out, guys.
Bye. And like I sent Peter like voice memos. I was like,
Do I look like a real boy, Papa?
This motherfucker haunts me. I'm over here trying to work and shit.
I must become flesh
Yeah.
and bone.
On that note.